Let me get this thing set up the right way. Audio. We finally live. We are finally freaking live. We not on Instagram. Let me slide this chair down. What a great day to not be Marcellus Wiley. Mm-mm-mm-mm-mm. What a great day to not be Marcellus Wiley. Let me make sure everybody on. Oh, y'all can't see my real background. Yes. How my mic sound? I'm gonna show some things on this YouTube that I probably can't. I'm gonna probably show some stuff on Twitch, not Twitch, my Patreon that I can't show on YouTube. Just saying, say I like your retwist. Thank you, thank you. Dimple D salute. Kwame Brown, your teeth is kind of yellow. Stop looking at my teeth, nigga. I just finished smoking, boy. You want me to powder my nose? This nigga say, yo, teeth is kind of yellow. They should be purple because I'm eating my cherries. That's what color they should be. But if they're not purple, I don't know why they're yellow. But don't start, won't be nothing now. Don't get me harassing and bullying already now. Let me drink my cold Stella and calm down. I'm drinking a Stella and a blackberry seltzer. This shit was amazing. Yeah, and I got my water. But this one got a... Let me turn this damn thing around. But listen, man, we were I was on Instagram just a second ago. I had a great time over there on Instagram. I was turned up out there smoking one. But check this out, man. We got former NFL player Marcellus Wiley was arrested. And if you look right here, it's telling you the details of the arrest. Before that, we didn't know what the heck was going on. I was like, I don't really know. I ain't really gonna say nothing about it. But now the details are in. His wife alleged that he threatened to unalive her and poked her in the cheek, while Wiley denied physical violence and has since been released on $1,000 bond. So he's out of jail. Deputies responded to the hotel after Wiley's wife called to have him removed from their room, citing that she was afraid of him. Damn. Wait a minute. See, that's the thing about it. If you won't have to call the police, I won't be there when the police get there. Fuck that. If you want me to leave, I'm gone. Ain't no way I'm waiting. First of all, the police gonna make you leave anyway. I don't understand why dudes do that. Like, to me, that's crazy. I'm not staying. I'm out of there. Fuck that. If I got keys, they gonna get the jangling. I'm not finna sit there and argue with you, especially if you talking about you finna call the police. As soon as she say, I'm finna call the police. Boop. Matter of fact, it ain't finna get to that point. Cause if we talking at a level where I think it's gonna get aggressive, I'm finna go take a walk anyway. I'm just finna go take me a walk. Go grab me a cold light out the refrigerator. I'll be back. Or if we at a hotel, I'm going downstairs. Look here, man. I'll be back. I'm going to the lobby bar. And if we can't cool off and get away from each other and then come back and figure it out, then we got a bigger problem. You know, I'm not married, but I've had relationships. I'm leaving. My keys jangling. I'm talking about they're gonna jangle so fast that that's it. But if you call the police on me, you might as well file for divorce because I'm out. Fuck you. Especially if I ain't put my hands on you. But what she's alleging, she should call the police. Any woman that a man put his hands on you, call the cops. So if what she's saying is true, she didn't do anything wrong. But if there's no physical contact in a situation with me, and we're just arguing, and you threaten to call the cops, or you gonna call the cops, I'm out. Because if you ask me to leave, I'm gone. I don't want to stay there and argue with you. This is not gonna be a good time. If you can't shut the fuck up and I shut the fuck up and we can go to sleep, if we can't do that, then I'll go get me another room. Cause I want peace and quiet. But if you one of them yellers and you just got to keep ranting and raving, yeah, I'll leave. Ain't no problem. Fuck that. Don't call them folks on me. But she's alleging that he poked her in the cheek. And he's denying the claims. It says deputies responded to a hotel after Wiley's wife called him to be removed from their room, citing that she was afraid of him and intended to file for divorce. Damn, she told the police on this nigga she was going to divorce him. Why would he? Wait a minute. Why are they on vacation together? The arrest affidavit states she claimed Wiley used a finger to sternly and intentionally poke her in the cheek in front of their 7-year-old daughter, not in front of the children. Now he gonna get family issues or family violence, or he probably already got that. Plus, child endangerment or something. Don't get, oh Lord, in front of the child. And I'm not saying this is true. I don't know. I'm just reading this. Wiley denied the allegation. Wiley denied any altercation took place and showed officers cordial text messages between the two. Deputies noted no physical injuries and no direct witnesses, but found probable cause to make an arrest based on the victim's sworn written statement. Oh, damn. So this is just he said, she said, and he went to jail. Oh, man. What? Ooh, boy, a wife got a lot of power over your motherfucking ass. What if you be like, look here, baby, I'm ready to go. I want to leave you. And then she'd be like, oh, you want to leave me? Oh, God, the police officer, he poked me. Lock him up. And then I got to go to jail for nothing? And I ain't even do nothing? Oh, my God. This is just her word against his. Holy majoli. And this is a reality TV star woman. What if somebody came to her like, yo, and I don't know, yo, you want to really make it? Fuck this nigga Marcellus Wiley. You know, they be talking all that bullshit we don't like to hear. You know what I'm saying? Do this for us. Say he did this. Add this to them cases. Say, motherfucker, stick it to the nigga. I'm just saying. Anyway, I don't know. This is what this lady's alleging. She's saying, and it's just a sworn statement. He has a reality star wife. This is an actor. But it's just her word against his. How do we prove guilt? She has no injuries, no marks. He's going to say, no, he didn't. She's going to say, yes, she did. They're going to say, we have a 7-year-old as a witness. How reliable is a 7-year-old witness? Marcellus Wiley been going through it this year, boy. Lord have mercy. He done had about 3 or 4 sexual assault cases. He's done had I don't know how many, so it's been a few. But I don't know the exact number. But he done had them cases going on. This is not a good time for brother Marcellus Wiley. She say what? She was a housewife of Beverly Hills. Oh Lord, have mercy. I thought Marcellus Wiley was smart. No, let me stop. Boy, God, dog. They don't want no. It's in Beverly Hills. They don't want no. It's in Beverly Hills. Hey, he should have heard that song. They don't want no Negroes in Beverly Hills. They don't want you in Beverly Hills. Why would they want you in Beverly Hills? Why would you want to be in Beverly Hills? But that is a hell of a thing to deal with because we don't know. You just have to take her word for it. We just have to take her word for it. We just have to believe her as a woman that he did those things because there was nobody else in the room. She has no physical marks. And I think whatever's going on with Marcellus Wiley, he went from somebody that was hireable by companies. Several major companies hired this man. Whatever his background is that they're bringing up now, that background was there before. So several companies hired Marcellus Wiley with his background, and now he's unhireable right now. You can't hire this man after all this stuff that's going on, and you already know how it go. Where there's smoke, people are just gonna disassociate. They're not gonna. Why run the risk with all of this going on right now? He is stuck and relegated to YouTube, and that might not go well after all of this stuff. Now you add in on top of all of these cases that he had or has going on, you add in SA case. I mean, you add in domestic violence. So all of a sudden, this man that was hired by Fox, this man that was hired by a couple of major companies with the same background, all of a sudden is a woman beater. He's a SA person, allegedly. He's a woman beater. All of these things, all of a sudden. Before we knew him as the smart guy who played football. That just happened to be from the hood. Now we know him as much more. Now Buddy name is Dookie right now. But I got
oh, that ain't right. They so racist how they try to charge the parents for everything that the kids do. No, look at your fucking kids jumping a woman police officer. What? In what world is that cool? First of all, it's a woman. Your son is jumping a woman and you about to probably be outside. No, they ain't racist. This all this other stupid shit when your kids act like real chimpanzees. These motherfuckers are retarded. Can't be just outside chilling. You got to jump the white police officer. Are you retarded? Just give it about 2 months and then y'all gonna be hollering about, oh, that ain't right. They so racist how they try to charge the parents.
Did y'all see the little girl that tried to hit the police officer with the pipe? What the fuck is wrong with these kids? And what KB do humping the air is crazy. That's his addiction. Man, what in the world is wrong with these kids? This is fucking nuts. What on God's green earth done happened to kids? Who are their parents? What the fuck are you teaching them? Did they not tell them that these police officers will unalive your ass? Do they not teach these kids that?
for everything that the kids do. No, look at your fucking kids jumping a woman police officer. What in what world is that cool? First of all, it's a woman. Your son's jumping a woman, and you about to probably be outside. No, they ain't racist. This all this other stupid shit.
When they run that video back, this little girl right here that tried to hit that officer with that bat, that little motherfucker going to jail. She going to jail for, they might give her an attempted assault. She tried to hit the cop in the head with a baseball bat, and then she crazy enough to still be on the scene. At least one of the little dumbasses that did that ran off. He hauled ass. Soon as the police started throwing her to the ground and bucking up, he ran off. She's still there on the scene after trying to hit the lady with a bat. What in the hell is wrong with you? None of these people, parents, told them, hey, hitting officers with bats and swinging on them, you could lose your life like that. Nobody told them that. Like, what in the fuck? And then when as soon as one of them gets shot, guess what's gonna happen? Ben Crump gonna come out, and it's almost like Ben Crump and some of these politicians are giving certain people the green light to act a jackass. They not telling them to behave. They telling them, hey, you know, the white man think he run you. And then when they unalive them, they try to bankrupt the city. Like this shit is crazy. You can't swing on no motherfucking police officer. What is wrong with you? No parent taught these people that. Like this shit is absolutely nuts. And this shit is being socially engineered so that they can bankrupt these cities.
When your kids act like real chimpanzees, these motherfuckers are retarded. Can't be just outside chilling. You got to jump the white police officer. Are you retarded?
You can't be outside chilling. You got to jump the white police officer. Where in the history, they say America is racist, but we got black kids jumping the police. Where they do that at? We ain't never do no stupid shit like that. You ain't get to see it? Oh, hold on. Let me play it one more time for you then. Hold up, big swole up.
Just give it about 2 months, and then y'all gonna be hollering about, oh, that ain't right. They so racist how they try to charge the parents for everything that the kids do. No, look at your fucking kids. Jump.
See, that one boy ran off. He dipped. Excuse me, that boy dipped. But this is a female at that. And it's two dudes jumping on a woman. These supposed to be young men. It's females around. If the female's good enough to swing on this officer, at least it's female. The boys jumping in like they girls. They just blended in with the female. They don't even know that you swinging on a female. Like, don't you know these white male cops will max you the fuck out? You a man. You don't need no gun. You don't need to have a weapon in your hand for these cops to blast you for jumping on a female officer. You are a man. You are a young man. And nobody told them that. This shit is crazy. We gonna get it. The adults are failing these kids because they don't tell them nothing. They don't tell them the truth no more. This critical race theory shit they done taught these kids. These kids, I told y'all years ago, that was some bullshit. And now they look at the timeline. They started that critical race theory bullshit. And look at now, 6, 7 years later, 7, 8 years later from that critical race theory. That shit done got everybody's mind fucked up. All these kids done been taught they victims and the white man this. They're not watching their behavior. They're not thinking about what somebody's saying to them. They just looking at the color of the person. And if they black, they got an excuse. Nigga, you shouldn't be in my business. And they'll max them out with violence. If they white, they racist. Can't say nothing to nobody because ain't nobody thinking. This shit crazy. It's social engineered for us to think that you could just walk around and do any motherfucking thing you want to do. You cannot do that. In no society, you could just walk around. I don't give a fuck what color you are. And since when is that the excuse? White people do it too. You know what used to happen if I was at the house and I would say to my mama, well, my brother Tar did it too. Guess what she'd do? Pop me in my goddamn mouth and say, worry about yourself. And maybe that's what some of you motherfuckers need, because y'all always, the white people do it too, motherfucker. Something wrong with you. Something wrong with you. You were supposed to get that pop in your mouth by your parent for always worried about what the fuck somebody else got going on. Critical race theory has always been, they just got bold enough to say it. You might be right, but I don't remember that shit. The only time I remember it being about race like that is the OJ trial. And I ain't give a shit about OJ because I'm not black, I'm OJ. So OJ had already said he wasn't black. He OJ. So shit, he don't give a damn. So I wasn't finna argue about OJ. They stopped class. They did all this for OJ. I didn't. I kept going to class. Fuck that. Them niggas had candlelight visuals for OJ. I was trying to graduate. I was going to school for a different reason. I ain't give a damn about what somebody decided to do with themselves. Fuck that. Especially somebody that said he wasn't black, he OJ. I'm just saying. I'm just saying. Y'all, what? What? I don't think I said nothing wrong. I gotta hear it. Oh, why is it on this channel? Hold on, man. Let me switch channel. I don't want no commercials, B. All right, yeah. We don't want no commercials. What's wrong with you, B? He needs a hug. I'm not Black Kwame Brown. Hey, well, shit. Then if something happened to you, I don't think it's none of my business. You know, motherfucker tell you, when somebody tell you who they are, believe them. The man say, I'm not black, I'm OJ. Salute to everybody over here on the Patreon. All four of y'all, man. All four of y'all. I've been fucking up. Kwame getting off cold. I'm not getting off cold. I'm just stating my opinion. I ain't never knew the code. I ain't never knew the code. I don't want to know. I just want to have my own opinion. And yeah, I think people done lost their goddamn mind. One minute they say my ancestors built this country, and then if I'm proud to be from this country that my ancestors built, then somehow I'm a sellout. I don't know. I can't follow stupidity. I have cousins and uncles and granddaddies and shit that fought in the war, fought to be a part of this country, and then died and then lost limbs. But I'm not supposed to be proud of America because of slavery. But I done had people fought and died for America. I don't understand this shit. I just don't want to think like you think. And it should be okay for you to think the way you think and for me to think the way I think. But what the problem is, most people don't like to allow people to think whatever way they want to think. That's the problem. Talking about just got off work, turned on TV and see your face. Damn. Yeah, it's okay for the people who want to celebrate Juneteenth. It's okay for the people who don't want to celebrate the 4th of July. What's not okay is for some bitch to tell me that I'm a coon or I'm this because of something that I decided to do. How about this, motherfucker? If it make you feel better, I celebrate any day off for my friends. Fuck you. Any holiday that my friends get a day off where we could turn up, I celebrate it. Fuck you. Yeah, I celebrate Cinco de Mayo, Juneteenth. I celebrate all your motherfucking holidays. Might not even like them. But if my friends get a day off for that motherfucker, I'm celebrating. But I'm definitely celebrating the 4th of July because I'm from this motherfucker. And I don't know where else you can go. I'm going to show you what's going on in Africa. They've been telling you, just make sure you avoid South Africa and make sure you avoid Libya or your ass might be a slave. Just make sure since you're going back to Africa. Huh? KB, breaking news. They just found the body of the black boy who went missing. And where? In the island. Where's that? On the island? What island? Our ancestors did, KB. My people have travelers of not coming from Africa, aka Akabulan, the real name. Akabulan. I can't say that shit. Mississippi? Yeah, we're going back to slavery, man. For real. Watch. Well, I'm probably gonna goddamn. I ain't gonna say, but let's listen to how they feel about. Some people feel about the 4th of July.
Landmark birthday, House Democrats are accusing President Trump of hijacking the anniversary for his own gain. A new report claims that donors who intended to give to the congressionally approved and bipartisan America 250 were actually given bank information to the Trump-backed initiative Freedom 250 without their knowledge. Now, if those allegations are proven true, it could constitute wire fraud. Trump established Freedom 250 last year to organize July 4th events in a way that his allies could control. That includes the Great American State Fair, which has been dogged by low turnout. But despite the birthday blues, Trump plans to put himself front and center on Saturday.
On July 4th, it's going to be approximately 107 degrees out. And I'm going to go and I'm going to make a really long speech just to show that I can do anything.
I think the big question, Ashley, for me about this is, was there ever a world in which like this moment could have been what it should be, which is a moment to actually celebrate America in a bipartisan unifying manner? Or was it made worse by the Trump decision to create this sort of like parallel structure that was actually very partisan?
No, I think in this world, especially with Trump being president, anything he does becomes political, and it's just the facts. And we all know that. This isn't a political statement. I actually did my podcast from the lawn, and
okay, let's just be fair and let's just be balanced. If they feel like Trump is making it political, okay, cool, let's give them that. But what about Jesse Jackson's funeral? When Jesse Jackson Jr., his son, I think that's his name. What about when Jesse Jackson's son asked people not to make his father's funeral political? And that's exactly what they did. They brought Trump up at this man's funeral. They brought politics up at this man's funeral, to the point where you upset this man's son that he spoke out about it. So at least if you want to be fair, at least talk about that too. Don't just always paint one side of the coin. That's what made me become an independent, because they both do this, to be honest. They all talk about what each other's done. Be balanced with it. Just lay the cards out that motherfucker and let people pick who they like, instead of forcing them with these bullshit takes.
there weren't that many people there. Maybe it was my podcast, but I do have to say, though, it was early evening. But I do think that last night there were thousands and thousands of people in the same spot watching the FIFA game, the American play. So listen, I'm not going to criticize this one way or the other. And I'm going to discuss the unnamed sources in this report, because unless they're going to come out and say who they are, I don't believe anybody. But I also think that there are so many Europeans or so many people from around the world that are saying how great our country is. And we're sitting here, not just on the show, I'm just saying in general, discussing if people are at a mall or not, and instead we should be celebrating the country.
But I think that I hear you, because I do agree that everything that Trump does it becomes political, either from the right or the left. But I would also take it a step further, which you may disagree with, that everything Trump does, he takes ownership of, and it becomes about Donald Trump.
Yeah, he brings it on himself. Yeah, I'm not saying it
yes. And so I think we're saying the same thing. I think that, yes, if you compare the 250 festivities to the World Cup festivities, they're night and day. I mean, I was in Houston, Texas, when the Netherlands was playing Sweden, and watching the Netherlands having to come out and celebrate with Houstonians was just fascinating. Or being in New York for Brazil versus Morocco and watching Brazilians take over Times Square and watching people just enjoy. You see the TikToks of people enjoying Popeyes, right? And enjoying American culture. And ranch dressing and all the things that we kind of take for granted in the essence of America. It's fascinating to see. And then I believe that if Donald Trump, which I don't believe he's capable of, but if there was a president of the United States that actually took this moment to wrap the American flag around all of us, I think that this moment would actually be what it should be, which is a celebration of America for its warts, its progresses, because I've always said we've made progress in this country. The problem is people like to put a period at the end of that when it should be a ... We still have yet a ways to go.
But it's also, I think, true. You talked about who's concerned about filling up, body.
We made progress. ... What the hell? Kwame believes in the media when it's something about Trump. When it comes to Stephen A., when do I believe in the media? Kwame Brown hands. Oh, we won't deal with no motherfucking troll channel. Shut up, dummy. How y'all motherfuckers find me everywhere I go? You motherfuckers is good, boy. Damn. Y'all are good.
He's on the mall. And I think the person most concerned about this is Trump himself. Here's what he said a few days ago about the speech that he's going to deliver on July 4th.
Then on July 4th, we will have the greatest show of all on the National Mall. Your favorite president will be speaking. So please show up. Because if we have 2 empty seats, you know what's going to happen? The fake news is going to say he didn't fill out the arena.
And CNN has reported earlier this week that when he gave a speech, I think it was last weekend, and there were so many, it was empty. He became livid. But the plans for Saturday night are for him to deliver a lengthy speech late at night and then have the fireworks start basically hours later than they normally do. One White House official vented, "I don't understand why we're doing this so late. I'm not really sure who thought this was a good idea." I don't know. It seems like a lot of it is happening because Trump wants to take space.
Look, I think 2 things. One, it's hard to compete with sports in general. People just love sports, and the World Cup doesn't happen every year. Those celebrations are going to be awesome. I look at July 4th as the big day. It's really hot in D.C. right now. We've talked about the weather. To sit outside for hours on end, I don't think it matters who the president is. You're looking at, are you going to take your little kids out there for long periods of time when it's really hot? Probably not. I've been to D.C. multiple times when Obama was president and when Bush was president for the 4th of July fireworks. It's awesome. But when it's really hot, the crowds are not as big. I think having it later is actually cool. It's going to be a little cooler when it's out there. And I think it's appropriate for the president, no matter who it is, to have a grand speech about how awesome America is on the 250th birthday. Sure we do. We absolutely do. I celebrate America. I love America. I love 250. I think it's amazing.
That's great. We all love America. And I was down there for FIFA last night. It was fun. It was great. It did not feel political whatsoever, even with all of the things around us that were like set dressing. And I agree. We do have a problem, I think, in this country of feeling pessimistic about being American. And the World Cup has been so great for that, which is why I wish everything that was set up was actually interesting. I do think that the heat and the weather is a deterrent for a lot of the crowds during the day. But I was out there. It's kind of boring, guys. Like, can we also talk about that? The content of what is provided on the mall.
What would you rather had, though?
Well, we have all of the Smithsonian's along the mall. We have so many things that actually represent the 250th, and those could have been integrated into the whole program, right?
I mean, look, let's be honest. I mean, the state fair, the criticism of it is that it is Trump coded. Mm-hmm. That like you would love it if you're a MAGA adherent, if you're Christian, if you're conservative, right leaning. But everybody else doesn't feel represented. That's the main criticism.
And that's not why we go to a fair.
But we've also had an event. We've also had an event where we celebrated America just recently, just around Juneteenth. We had the opening of the Obama Library. And what you saw was, you asked, what could you do? What you saw was you had Bruce Springsteen. You had John Legend. You had.
They won't show up because Trump's president. You know that. I know that.
And
that is actually.
You also had black contractors that have said they wasn't getting paid. We got Christians being unalived overseas, and this is what these people are distracting people with. That Trump is hijacking a day. They got Christians literally being unalived overseas. We're talking about hijacking a day. Unbelievable. Some people.
It was not you guys. It is you guys.
But it was like people
if Democrats would actually for something go, man, this is about celebrating
America. She's like a raging liberal. And I think one of the things also was that all these artists, they basically said, we feel like we were duped because we thought this was the bipartisan congressional celebration of America when it was really the Trump piece of it. And that's what people felt. That's one of the reasons that they said they pulled out.
It is that Donald Trump won an election. And Democrats were afraid to be associated with Donald Trump because they would care more about giving the middle finger to Trump than celebrating America.
He set up a parallel organization that he controls that is different, separate and different from the one that Congress approved, that is truly nonpartisan. That is the difference. That's the Trump piece. I didn't invent that. He did.
Do you actually believe, though, that John Legend, as liberal as he is,
I didn't say John Legend.
Where Donald Trump showed up?
I will tell you
I didn't say
I go back to this. You should put America ahead of the
Can I-
politics,
can I-
and the left will not do it.
I
If
do
you want to
wanna
know
make
what the
a
problem is, it's because the left
clarification.
refuses to work with anybody that doesn't agree with them.
I want to make a clarification on something, because going back to the podcast, I actually had 2 Democrats and 2 Republicans on it. And the Democrats that came on, one very, very left and one more middle of the road, they turned it into, wait, am I going to get in trouble from my side of the aisle? However, I'm just going to embrace the fact that I'm sitting in front of the United States Capitol right now and
that's
took it
what
on.
you're
And
gonna do.
no, and
Not
they were
everything
great.
has to be
They've gotten like great feedback.
The wild part about it is not
So I do wanna say
everything.
not
Not everything
everybody's
has to be
political.
political,
Yeah.
and
Then
not,
show up and sing.
but that is probably the most insensitive, wildest thing I've heard. It sounds a lot like what did Megyn Kelly say? Shut up and dribble.
No,
No,
Like,
just
but the problem
you
is-
want to
Oh my God. Why do so many men sound like ladies? I don't think I ever said I know this dude that don't go to the barber shop and say, you said something insensitive about LeBron. That's not the way we talk. Insensitive. Just say you didn't like what he said. Or just give your reason for why he shouldn't have said it or why you think it's inappropriate. That's insensitive. Just sounds, ugh.
The most insensitive, wildest thing I've heard. It sounds a lot like what did Megyn Kelly say? Shut up and dribble.
Man,
No,
Like,
just
but the problem
you
is-
want to
but the
celebrate
problem
America
is-
and you don't want to be partisan, then show up and celebrate America and not make it about yourself and Donald Trump as the president.
But Ben, what we're trying
Like,
to
Exactly.
show up. They're amazing. I love them.
what we're
Exactly. They making it all about Donald Trump's the president, because if this was Joe Biden, if this was Hillary, if this was anybody that they wanted in that seat and they was doing something on July the 4th, they would be talking about it in a positive way. They would not be talking about it like this. This is crazy. Finding this stuff to cry about with what's going on in America, that's crazy to me. And going on in other places, crazy.
trying to
Show
articulate
up
to you
and
is there
play
were
some
people
music and I will be
there were people like Morris Day and the Time that agreed to show up for the event that was a nonpartisan event, and they were duped.
And then the media
Right? But
started
then-
asking
but then-
questions
but
and they
then-
got nervous.
but
And instead
then-
of saying,
but
hey,
then-
I'm going to celebrate
you see this-
America, they're like, oh,
but
this has Trump's name
but
on it.
then-
I got to run away.
But Ben, what we want you to do when you talk about Celebrate America is one of the things I would.
It's fireworks on the
All
4th
right,
of July.
let's let him finish his
Can I
thought,
finish my
please.
thought?
Sure,
Yeah,
it's
this-
fireworks. The 4th of July.
Because you're not, you interrupt because you just can't win this thing. But
Just give
what
it
I'm trying to say is, look,
2-second
Ben,
break.
thank you.
Finish your
Woo.
thought.
What I'm trying to say is, while you want us to celebrate America, we want to celebrate America in the diversity that makes America what it is. Right?
So it's a kumbaya
Oh my
then.
God.
Okay.
No, it's not a kumbaya.
Sounds like
it's
screw Donald
all right.
Trump and then
Oh
we'll
my
show
God.
up.
If this was a test,
I said diversity.
Foo Fighters and John Legend, show up.
I said diversity. And
if this was a
short
test,
circuited.
I mean, no, but it's
I
just
think it's been
you
failed.
guys do this
All right,
every
guys.
time.
This is what the president has deemed the Great American State Fair. But for a president who often fixates on crowd size, so far the fair on Washington's National Mall hasn't exactly lived up to the hype.
I'm standing here on the National Mall, which is the site of President Trump's Great American State Fair. And as this is in place ahead of America's 250th anniversary that is coming up on July 4th, maybe nowhere better exemplifies how politics have been injected into so many of the events celebrating America's 250th.
For America's 200th celebration, thousands of Americans flocked to the National Mall to celebrate in 1976. Planning for the 250th got underway nearly a decade ago, but perhaps no level of preparation could have predicted a president who would take the celebration into his own hands.
When you had a rigged election, I was really angry about it. Then I realized if I win the next time, I pick up the Olympics, the World Cup, and the 250. And I said, you know what, Pam? I said, this is a good thing.
In 2016, Congress created America 250, a bipartisan commission that began working on what was supposed to be an apolitical celebration.
We were focused on, well, what does America 250 mean? What are we going to do? How are we going to recognize the greatness of our country?
But once Trump took office in January 2025, he took over the programming.
We have created a new public-private partnership. It's called Freedom 250.
Democratic Congresswoman Bonnie Watson Coleman, who has served on the America 250 campaign for 7 years, says Trump upended their plans.
Freedom 250 is his vanity project. And the things that he's trying to implement, they're all about him. And it is because, unfortunately, the president has an insatiable ego. And so he has denigrated the essence of the celebration. Well, it doesn't seem to be well attended. It just looks very sedate to me.
While the 250th may not be what the commission originally planned, it's also not turning out how Trump expected either. After most of the original performers dropped out due to politics, a concert featuring Vanilla Ice was also canceled due to bad weather. Then, amid a heat wave in Washington, several of the indoor stalls at the fair had to shutter their doors to guests when their AC stopped working.
You'll notice here there are several booths for states: Florida, Georgia, Alabama, Tennessee. Potato chips are good, like, with each item representing what their state brings to the nation. But there are other states that actually haven't shown up at all. Now, some have cited finances as a reason for not being here, but others, including Pennsylvania, where the state's governor said he just simply thought it was too political for his state to get involved, and blamed the Trump-aligned nonprofit that has been battling it out with other groups to organize all the events leading up to July 4th. Now, President Trump told people that it would be the greatest show on earth at the National Mall on July 4th. He told his supporters, your favorite president will be speaking, so please show up. What they will find here on these grounds are not just the different stalls representing each state in the nation, or at least those that decided to participate, but also this replica of the arch that President Trump once built here in Washington. It's been part of that major renovation project that he's done, not just to the White House, but also to the larger D.C. area, attempting to rename the Kennedy Center after himself, and installing this arch. So I'm not sure exactly this is the replica that the president had in mind. You want further one? Now, amid reports that some states were declining to participate in the Great American State Fair, or that it was sparsely populated, President Trump seemed to defend the entire organization of it ahead of July 4th. He wrote on Truth Social and said, do you think people appreciate what a fantastic job we did in building and operating the Great American State Fair at the National Mall? Packed with happy people and everybody loving it. The president told people to ask if Obama or Joe Biden could have done this, and he said in all caps, quote, the answer is no.
Now, Trump is planning a grand finale air show and enough fireworks to break a Guinness World Record. But it remains to be seen if the heat, tightened security measures, and fireworks that won't start before 10:30 p.m. will produce the turnout the president is hoping for.
On July 4th, it's going to be approximately 107 degrees out. And I'm going to go and I'm going to make a really long speech just to show that I can do anything.
Here to discuss, Liz Oyer, former DOJ pardon attorney and former federal public defender, Ambassador Norm Eisen, founder and
You said what now? Okay, you said don't believe what's going on in South Africa. Okay. All right, let me see. Let me see something. You might be right. Mm-hmm. Let me see. Where my mail at? Let's see something I saw on Instagram. You could be right though.
So this is a boy who has been chained and is being whipped. He is a Nigerian Christian, and this is not an isolated incident. Here are images of more boys and their backs. Here are their faces. So why interrupt your scrolling with this? Because there are people suffering. And I know you know this. We perpetually live in this tension. Someone is always dying. But what is our response as Christians? Do I live in perpetual guilt because I am not being beaten for proclaiming the name of Christ? Do I live in shame because I'm not the one freeing them from their captivity? These are real questions. And they are questions that every Christian who sees suffering around the world has to wrestle with. When I look at the promises of Christ, I know that one of those promises is persecution. Christ did not promise comfort. He did not promise safety. He said the exact opposite. But what I find fascinating is how often we focus on the promise of suffering while forgetting the promise that stands on the other side of it. The Apostle Paul says, death, where is your sting? He doesn't deny death as someone who's familiar with it. He doesn't pretend suffering isn't real. He doesn't ignore imprisonment, torture, or martyrdom. He embraced those things. Rather, he denies death's ultimate authority. Paul's point is not that death has disappeared. His point is that through resurrection, death has been stripped of its final victory. The resurrection has fundamentally fundamentally changed the meaning of suffering because it has fundamentally changed the meaning of death. Christ himself entered into hell, preached the gospel. He went into the unknown depths of the world, of the universe, and said, come what may. This means that Christians, we walk in a strange tension. Yes, we fully acknowledge suffering, imprisonment, persecution, martyrdom around the world, but we do not look away, but we also refuse to surrender to despair because we know Christ has overcome the grave. Because of that, Christians are not people of cowardice. We are not people of vengeance. We are not people consumed by anger, but rather consumed by the cross. We are people who believe that love is stronger than hatred, that hope is stronger than despair, that resurrection is stronger than death itself. And because we believe that, we do not simply watch suffering from a distance. We must be people who act. Let me just go to my Instagram bio and click right here. All these pages pop up, but I want you to focus on this one. Bibles and Aid to Persecuted Christians. When you click it, this page comes up. $10 gives 2 people new Bibles. It's a lifeline in a hopeless situation. But we're also giving medical aid. For just $30, you can provide up to 10 hospital visits. For $50, you can provide food for a family for a week. If you've been following me for more than a week, you know that I talk about this because it won't stop happening. And I won't let these people get lost in an algorithm. But because it will not stop happening, I'm going to ask you to give monthly. These Islamic radicals keep torturing Christians. So if you skip a DoorDash meal, you can feed a family for a week. If you skip 1 coffee a week, you provide 10 medical visits for someone. This is how we give hell a hard time. It's not acknowledgement, it's action. Christ didn't acknowledge sin, he did something about it. We're called to do the same thing. Click the link in my bio now.
I don't know. You say they're not being tortured? That's Christians right there. Let me show you another group that's being tortured. Let me show you another video. While they telling you about Trump taking over something, I don't think that's the most important thing you should be worried about.
Like for Muslim women. This is what temporary marriage looks like for Muslim women in Iran, where men can marry a woman for a day just to have sex with her and then divorce her the next day. This is what it looks like to be a Christian in Nigeria at the hands of radical Muslims. The book of Revelation talks about an ideology that in the last days will cut off the heads of Christians. And we're seeing this ideology slip its way into the West. Don't miss this. Christians, we do not hate men, any men, but we do hate evil. And we expose the darkness, and then we move to the aid to the least of these, to those who are persecuted. For whatever you did for the least of these brothers, you did for me, Jesus says. More Christians have died in the last century than any century previous in history. Many of them by the hands of radical Muslims. I would urge you, do not turn a blind eye to what could be coming to America. And I would urge you to not turn a blind eye to the needs of your brothers and sisters in Christ who are suffering right now overseas. If you want to practically support them and rescue them from their oppression, comment the word rescue or click the link in my bio to support persecuted Christians worldwide. And wake up to the reality that this is coming to our shores a lot faster than we think. This is what marriage often looks like.
But they telling y'all about Trump taking over a damn holiday? I just don't understand this yet. With all that's going on in the world, they got everybody focused on who we like. So when a dumb bus came to the internet and said it's all about who we like, that's all we do is discuss all day. Who we like. I don't like Kwame. I don't like that bitch ass nigga. He this, he that. I don't like this person. I don't like that girl. I don't like this girl. Who do you like? LeBron, Kobe, or MJ? They don't do that to Tom Brady, Aaron Rodgers, a fucking left hand Steve Young. They don't do that. It just got black folks just hip hopping and hooping and laughing and hollering about who we like all mother day. Who you like? The Beehive or this person? Who you like? That's all we do. Now we don't like India Irie. We like goddamn the girl that like P. Diddy. That let Cassidy get beat. We don't like her no more. She made a song. It's all about who we like. We don't give a damn about nothing else. Let's talk some bullshit. Let's cuss, fuss, fight. Let's argue. We do that shit the best. Let's make it entertaining and dumb. While people going through this right here.
Stoned him on camera. This is the reality of what it's like to be a Christian in one of the most dangerous countries in the world to be Christian. Did you know the early church faced exactly the same thing? Remember, the Apostle Paul wrote many of his epistles from prison. Stephen was persecuted, not for a crime, but for professing the name of Jesus. Persecution is not new, beloved, but here is what is new. The scale and scope of what's happening right now in Nigeria. 3 out of every 4 Christians murdered worldwide right now are killed in Nigeria. Not 10%, not 50%, 72% of all Christians killed for their faith on the face of the planet happened in Nigeria. This past Easter, 54 of our brothers and sisters were killed, many of them during a worship service on Easter Sunday while they were singing praise to God. So what did the early church do when persecution hit? 2 things. They prayed and they provided. These are your family. I'm not asking you to go to Nigeria. What I'm asking is not to sit back and become apathetic or indifferent to their suffering, like nothing happened, and just scroll the algorithm and do nothing while our faith family is being slaughtered. This is why I've strategically partnered with Global Christian Relief, who is on the ground right now, providing emergency relief to survivors, to widows, to children whose parents were killed this Easter. And $1 a day makes you a part of that. There's a link in my bio. You can go there right now and consider becoming a monthly sponsor. Your brothers and sisters didn't get the chance to choose whether persecution came for them, but me and you, we get to choose what we do in light of it. Let's pray, but let's also provide. Tap the link in my bio.
So, Chrissy O, do you have any proof of that claim, or are you just talking shit like you always do? Do you have any proof of that claim? Because if you have proof, I dropped the link. But we know you don't have any proof. We know you don't have any proof. You're just part of an agenda. You'll just say anything. Because if you had proof of what you're saying, you would have brought it up here. Do you have any proof? Come on up here with the proof. And this is another thing I want to know. Since we on 4th of July and it's independence, why do we allow people to do this and talk like this, but then we get so mad at Trump?
This is okay, right? The entire Iranian parliament here is burning an American flag and chanting death to America. But you guys wanted to cry and kick and scream and throw your typical temper tantrums over a tweet and say that President Trump violated the Geneva Convention. But this is okay. This is acceptable, right? This is where their hypocrisy comes in. Rules for thee, but not for me. Anybody who chants death to America is an enemy of America and should be treated as such. You want something to really be pissed off about today? Be pissed off at the fact that these people use women and children as human shields. Be pissed off at the fact that they practice strapping bombs to little boys for self-sacrifice. That's what you could be pissed off about.
Yeah. I can't at the exact moment, but I will. Oh, you're not well researched then. You're a person that's well researched. You wouldn't make that statement without being able to show what you're saying. You can't say what you're saying if you can't prove otherwise. Oh, feel bad for you. I feel bad for you though. But, Chrissy O, man, you gotta watch content that ain't about stupid shit all day.
Trump is Israel, bitch. Shut up. Also, y'all donkeys don't remember when the donkeys, Hillary to be exact, made Barack Obama denounce Farrakhan because of Israel. Y'all forgot about that? I didn't. I'll scroll the clips. Look.
I would not be associated with people who said such inflammatory and untrue charges against either Israel or Jewish people in our country.
Are you suggesting Senator Obama's not standing on principle?
No, I'm just saying that you asked specifically if he would reject it. And there's a difference between denouncing and rejecting. We cannot let anyone in any way say these things because of the implications that they have, which can be so far reaching.
Tim, I have to say, I don't see a difference between denouncing and rejecting. There's no formal offer of help from Minister Farrakhan that would involve me rejecting it. But if the word reject, Senator Clinton feels is stronger than the word denounce, then I'm happy to concede the point. And I would reject and denounce.
Good, good.
Okay,
Excellent.
we're
And then the crazy shit that 92% of black women who voted for Kamala was the same one when she was going at Biden said that she believed the accusers, the women who was accusing Biden of sexual harassment, she believed them. And yet 92% of y'all went and voted for Kamala, who decided to become his vice president after saying she believed that he sexually harassed women. But I didn't forget that she said that.
No. Question for you is, somebody who has a relationship with Vice President Biden, what message would you give to women who feel like their space has been invaded in the past by Vice President?
I believe them, and I respect them being able to tell their story and having the courage to do it.
Like my grandma used to say, put that in your pipe and smoke it.
That's all, folks.
And then a dumb bus came to the internet and said, for the right person, they'll look the other way. I remember saying that. This woman said that she believed the victims of a man that was alleged to have SA'd them. Then when she was offered a job, she forgot all about what she said. And the other women, if groupthink ain't alive, if social engineering ain't alive, in a believe all woman or women culture, a man that was accused of something by a woman was able to win the highest office and get a woman that said that she believed the victims to be up under that man. And then other women voted for this man happily and said it's the lesser of two evils. Things that make you go, Shit is crazy. They said that Trump was Hitler at first, and then everybody shook his hand and chilled out with him. At first, he was Hitler. And then all the stuff he said about Obama was forgiven. But at first, he was Hitler. All these women voted for a man that this so-called black woman said she believed that he did something like that. But the job changed all that. Once she got a job, it changed all that. But somebody said that I guess this video is fake too. Maybe this is AI. Maybe this is a prop. She says because she's Nigerian, that just gives you the right to just say that you're right. You've been over here in America in DC with these DC dudes for so long. What are you talking about? When the last time you lived in Nigeria? Yo. Hello, Danny. What's up?
Hey, what's up?
What's going on?
Hey, how you doing, my brother?
Chilling. What's up?
Hey, yeah, man. I just want to give my peace. Salute to the chat. Yeah, man. See, the thing about politics, man, I don't necessarily disagree with it because at the end of the day, it furthers society in a way. And I understand that God allowed, presidents and governments and, these types of things to happen so that society can move in a way where, this can be controlled, for the better of the people. But it hasn't always been that way, because man has always pushed their own agenda rather than push the agenda of good. You know what I'm saying? And so, what I'm really trying to say up here is that, we just gotta approach things. I really like you because you look at things with an open mindset. I don't always agree with you, but I respect you, you know? But listen, man, we gotta focus on what's truth and not necessarily what we like, because there's gonna come a time where, the line has already been drawn, Democrats have drawn their line, Republicans have drawn their line, and a whole bunch of things around the world have drawn their line as well. And so man wants to push their agenda, but not every man wants to stand on what's truth or not.
Yeah, I don't think it needs to be any lines. I think it needs to be what you said. Like, we can agree to disagree. Like, I may not agree with you on everything, but we have to live together. So I got to respect the fact that you have that right. It's your constitutional right. You got to get back to laws, because when we don't follow and adhere to the law, you live with lawlessness. And so if you live in a community, you have Asians, whites, blacks, Mexicans, you have everybody. It's a melting pot of people in America. And so you can't just take your ideology and make it precedent over everybody else's. And you can't do that in a way where it's malicious. You have to live and let live. And that's what we forgot about.
Right. And like I said, there's different perspectives. One may look at it this way, one may look at it that way. But at the end of the day, we're just trying to, we should be living together. I know a lot of people say, oh, well, religion has done this, religion has done that. I completely agree. Religion has caused the most wars in the history of this planet. In the history of this planet, religion has caused the most wars. But the problem is, why I think religion has caused the most wars is because, like you said, the ideology. Now, one wants to, human nature, one wants to be above the other, oh, my religion is better than yours. Your religion is wrong. I don't agree with your religion. There was incest in the beginning of the Bible. If you read the Bible, there was a lot of incest. Adam and Eve, and then the descendants. The father, got with the daughter, and all of that, and that's how we progressed. And so people want to attack the Christian side, but then they don't like what I don't know who it was, the guy, I forgot what his name, he got with a 14, 12-year-old girl and not raped her and stuff like but it's from the Muslim religion. And so there's errors in human history, period. Wherever you want to look, there's errors everywhere. But instead of looking at our errors, we have to correct our errors, And so many people want to just hey, look, point the finger, but they don't want to correct it, you know, and like you always say, conversation. It starts with conversation. Instead of pointing your finger, let's have a conversation, man.
All right, let's let Mel get a chance to come up here and say something. What's up, Mel?
Man, salute KB. What's up, Danny? Hey, I just gotta speak to the low hanging fruit right now, man. And I just had to pull this side and just had to just shake my head. All right, so KB, anytime somebody says do your research, those are sometimes, unfortunately, the most unintelligent people that are going to speak. Anybody that knows how to do research and does research, don't just tell people simply do your research because it takes a lot of time to be really educated on issues and positions. So there, on a side note, I dated a girl who was Nigerian for a lot of years. Could never marry her because her parents don't approve of that. Nigerian culture is very, especially the Igbo culture, is very strong in who they date. But I do know a lot of come over to this country to escape the persecution that's happening in Nigeria. So to anybody spreading misinformation out there, they think it's right wing propaganda. Boko Haram happened. Boko Haram was radical Muslim. Boko Haram, what they didn't tell you, was targeting specifically Christian camps. And those girls that they were kidnapping, in our wording, they were Christian children. So anybody who sits up here and says that's not happening in Nigeria's this great utopia, then ask them who the government leader is in Nigeria. If they can't answer that, they don't need to speak about Nigeria. If they say they're Nigerian, they can't speak the Yoruba language or anything that. So when I say that, I just say people, when someone says research, you have to understand what's going on. To live on a camp doesn't make an expert of a
Hey,
country. Hell, I
your mic
visited
messing up,
Jamaica.
Mel.
I'm not going to
Mel,
sit
check
here and
your
say
mic.
I'm a expert in Jamaican culture. So that's all I got with it, man.
Hey, can you hear me?
Oh shit,
Yeah, your mic was jacking up for a second.
I went out.
We heard you, but your mic was jacking up. We heard you, but your mic was fucked up on our end.
Oh, my bad. Yo, can you hear me now?
Yeah, we heard everything you said. It was messing up a little bit.
Oh yeah, so you heard the part where I said I visited Jamaica, but that doesn't make me an expert in Jamaican culture. So I hope everybody just caught that piece.
I was trying to agree with that point because she tried to make it seem like just because she Nigerian, you could have left Nigeria when you were 6. You don't know shit about Nigeria if you did that. Like I don't know. And if it's so great, why are you not there right now?
Well, my challenge to that young lady, middle aged lady, older lady, whatever she may be, is next time you come up to KB's panel because you always trying to hit his link. Next time you come up, why don't you speak your language? Tell us about Nigeria. That's my challenge because I love to learn more about it if she's an expert.
Yeah, well, do she know how to? What's the language that they speak in Nigeria? Do they speak French? What do they speak?
No, they speak English, but like I said, but there are a lot of different. There are other tribal languages that they can speak. I love to know what her tribe is. What is her backstory? Because if you have a tribe, then you have a tribal language. So not
Yeah,
knocking her,
right.
not knocking her. She probably don't even know the colors of the flag. But damn, man, I just hate people who try to put on that expert cape, and just act like they know so much about something because they want to be in opposition. Whether they don't like Kwame, whether they don't like Trump, whether they don't like either, both have to be wrong. But when I bring up Boko Haram, and Obama was the one talking about bring home the girls and sent in a Navy SEAL squadron to go after Boko Haram. I guess that was just a made up idea then in
Yeah,
Nigeria.
yeah, it was just made up. Yeah, all of that was made up. This shit is sad. You can't even. She's such opposition with me. She just come over here to do that.
Well, opposition, obsession, one hand, the bird, one hand, two hands, same thing, whatever. So that's your problem. You got to deal with, Kwame. So check the Adam's apple, bro. But hey, listen, I'm gonna drop down, man. Salute to y'all. Y'all enjoy y'all day, man. Take care.
All right, salute, brother. And I think they just go in opposition to me because I just don't talk like the weak guys that they actually like. You know, I heard stuff that was good things for me. That's that you're supposed to actually listen to. Food for your soul. You know, not this bullshit that a lot of these ladies like to just not a lot of these ladies, some of the ladies in the chat. Let me share this screen. Let me see if one of these ladies like men that talk like
with
this.
the Democrat donkey plantation.
So you can't walk the walk of free men. In a modern time like this, you walk like a slave. Pharaoh has already let you go. But it is you who have not let Pharaoh go. This is why you're crippled. Because you think you cannot walk without your former slave master. And if your former slave master don't help you, you don't think there's any help for you, even though you're taught God.
This is what they want: black people brains in shackles. They want black people feeling oppressed. They want black people feeling like victims. They want black people to feel like they are their ancestors that we experienced in slavery. They want you in shackles. They don't want you believing the cup is halfway full. They want you to believe in 250 years in America, black people don't have nothing to celebrate but to talk about how we were slaves and mistreated. They don't feel like we didn't accomplish nothing in 250 years. They want your brain in chains, man. You're not tired of this yet? We not tired of this narrative? 60, 70, 80 years, we not tired of this victim mentality.
Got the ghetto gospel. Oh yeah, got the.
And they mad at you if you don't sound like a victim. They mad at you if you say, in spite of that, yes, that happened. But in spite of that, nigga, I'm still like that. I gotta keep moving. It's shit I can do. It's things that I can do that my ancestors couldn't do. So let me do that though. They got people caught up in the past. They got people driving, looking in the rear view mirror. How you gonna go forward looking backwards? It don't make no sense. They got these kids running around with animosity because a person white. They got white people ready to lash back because they tired of saying I'm sorry. So now they ready to kick your ass. They gonna look just as vicious as the white man of the past. Because we can't understand that shit is over with. It's gonna be little situations that come up, but it's not. Stop trying to link everything together and watch behavior.
Hey, Kwame, can I interject for a sec?
Yeah, go ahead.
Yes, sir. And the thing about it is, another thing that is really prominent in America is the mind control. See, because the ancestors back then, they weren't just controlled psychologically, they were controlled physically. And so nowadays, they're controlling you more psychologically than they are physically, because they know that once they control you psychologically, they can also control you physically. And so if you don't have your, if you're not a free,
that's the pimping game. The most pimps, they want a woman's mind, because if they got her mind, they got her body. So they just pimping her.
Right, exactly. And so the ancestors knew what was up, but they just couldn't do a thing, you know? They just couldn't. I can only imagine. I try to put myself in other people's shoes. I try to go back like 50 years ago, although I know I can't, but I'm like, damn, man. Shoot, they got me. I gotta do this, and if I don't do this, I'm not gonna eat. I'm not gonna do this. I'm not gonna do that. That was a physical control. and a psychological control, because they had to do what they had to do, otherwise they wouldn't survive. And so nowadays they're trying to control you, like they did with MJ, like they did with Jesus, like they did with a lot of people that wanted to speak out. You know, they wanted to speak the truth, but speaking the truth got them either killed, got them either canceled, you know, a whole bunch of that stuff. And so they're controlling you with taking away your assets, taking away what you love the most, you know?
Yeah, and now they got these jails that they are putting themselves in through a culture that's telling them that's the place to go because that's going to make you a man. And then once you get into those systems, that's how they're going to get you back to being a slave. Because you'll work and do small jobs to come out of that cell. If they make the conditions bad enough, you'll learn how to live within them, and then you'll adapt to your environment. No matter how bad the condition is, you'll adapt to it. And if they make it worse for you, you'll adapt to it, and you'll do anything to get out of those cells. It's all mind control. They ready for everybody that go in there.
Right.
But
yeah, man, it's
more time because I want people to let this one sink in.
All right.
Ghetto gospel.
Hey, yo, these words right here still stand to this day with the Democrat donkey plantation.
So you can't walk the walk of free men. In a modern time like this, you walk like a slave. Pharaoh has already let you go. But it is you who have not let Pharaoh go. This is why you're crippled. Because you think you cannot walk without your former slave master. And if your former slave master don't help you, you don't think there's any help for you, even though you're taught God.
This is what they want: black people brains in shackles. They want black people feeling oppressed. They want black people feeling like victims. They want black people to feel like they are their ancestors that we experience in slavery. They want you in shackles. They don't want you believing the cup is halfway full. They want you to believe in 250 years in America, black people don't have nothing to celebrate but to talk about how we were slaves and mistreated. They don't feel like we didn't accomplish nothing in 250 years. They want your brain in chains, man. We not tired of this yet. We not tired of this narrative. 60, 70, 80 years, we not tired of this victim mentality.
I don't think we tired of it. I don't think we tired at all. I think we just getting started. Because successful people, most of them don't tell you how they became successful. We're sitting up here listening to The View. Rich people tell you how oppressive it is. Rich people. We're not listening to people. No sound, KB? Can you hear me? Oh. We listening to The View. We listening to all these places that are flat out rich. All these people that are flat out rich tell you how bad you have it. But they can't show you a place that you're going to have it better. They can't show you anything. The only thing they do is tell you that you got it bad. Jeff say, my bad, it was me. No problem. And no, you just tried, but you got to try again. I just said you wasn't blind. But you can run that narrative and that excuse.
Radical Islamic terrorists have killed over 100,000 Christians in Nigeria. They have burnt 20,000 churches in Nigeria, and nobody is talking about it. The question I'm getting from Muslims from the Western world who are enjoying the privileges that the Christian community have setting up to standard in the West are asking me, you have the audacity to ask me, what about the Muslim? What have the Muslims been doing in Nigeria? All the unity that we have built in Nigeria, all the Muslim does is tearing us apart. How can a Muslim broke the Nigeria law by setting up a Muslim to Muslim ticket? It used to be Muslim for president, assistant president for Christian. Now is Muslim for president, assistant president for Muslim. What the hell is that? Muslim in the Western world enjoying the privilege of the white Christian in the Western world. How dare you ask me such a question? I feel like fighting you. Are you mad to ask me such a stupid question? A Muslim president in Nigeria, Bola Ahmed Tinubu, sent Mazen Nnamdi Kanu to life imprisonment because he said that people should arm themselves and defend themselves from radical Islamic killings of Christians in Nigeria. That is why they shut him up and sent him to life imprisonment. Is it not instigating violence among the religion? How can you send a British citizen into life imprisonment for saying, for his fundamental human rights, for saying that people should defend themselves by people that are wanting to kill them? So if somebody should attack me with an AK-47 and I have a cutlass, I should not attack back. What kind of rubbish is that? How dare you, you motherfucker? Ah!
Hey, Chrissy, I believe him over you. Hey, Chrissy, I definitely believe him over you. He looked like he mad than a mother trucker, Chrissy. Why would anybody believe you over him? Why would anybody believe what you saying? He sound Nigerian. He look like he been over there in Nigeria. He look like he got the passion of somebody that's been through some things in Nigeria. Yeah, I believe him over you. You don't look like you've been to Nigeria in a long time. Yeah, I probably got a lot in common. Yeah, okay. All I know is, would you like to go against what he's saying? He said there used to be a Muslim president and a Christian president. Now it's a Muslim and a Muslim. Is that true?
I bet you'd believe him over me. You both are psycho.
I didn't say that. I said I asked a question. Let's not do the arguing. Is that true? The statement that he made that it used to be a Muslim and a Christian, and now it's Muslim and Muslim.
No, that's incorrect.
Okay, so is there any way we can prove that what he's
Well,
saying is
it's not about
incorrect?
proving. And earlier you asked me, how would I know what's going on in Nigeria? And that's why talking to people like you, I'm going to try to be nice and not use mean words.
You're not being nice if you're going to say people like me.
Okay,
So
if
let's
you're going to
package
tell me
your
how to change my
message.
talking, I'm just going to tell them,
No,
bye,
I'm going
Kwame.
to tell you that if you don't want me to goddamn turn up with you, I'm not going to take your microaggression. So yeah, you might want to go because I got a lot of goddamn shack hands and shit I could be talking about you too. Let's not do to people like you, because this was the thing about somebody like her, that she'll microaggress you like that and then sensitive as fuck when you say something back. I'm a man. I hear you. I can see what you're doing. Don't say that you're being nice when you're saying people like me, stupid motherfucker. If you want to be a nice person, let's be nice. But if you want to talk shit, I'm with the shits now. That's the thing. Women like you can't handle a man like me. You want to talk shit to a man and have him just sit there and take it. I'm not gonna take your bullshit, especially nobody that look like me. Fuck is wrong with you, nigga? You damn near me. Hell, you mean you think I'm gonna hear you talk crazy? You got me fucked all the way up. You want to run, act like you got some authority after you come up here talking about, I'm going to try to be nice now. You loud, aggressive, angry. How the fuck is it? I would hate to see you being mean if this is your trying to be nice. Fuck is wrong with you? This is not how you come on somebody's panel and talk. I'm trying to ask you questions. I don't want to hear you just run your mouth and bloviate, as Stephen A say. I don't want to hear her talk. This is not the Chrissy O show. I want to hear her conduct herself like a lady. Allow me to ask her some questions and then she respond without microaggressing me and then telling me that she's being nice. I know when someone's being nice to me. I've had sex with them. You are not being nice. So I'm not going to sit up here and be nice to you. Angry motherfucker, you. The hell is wrong with you, lady? Lady is crazy. It's a lot of you things running around acting like that. Straight up psychos come up trying to talk to a man, being super aggressive, talking stupid as a motherfucker, and then telling me you being nice. Bitch, I don't let nobody pour water on my head and tell me it's raining. Bitch, I see you pouring water on my head. Stop it. It's not raining. Or I'm gonna pour some water on your goddamn head. Always playing. She can't be a nice lady to save her goddamn life. Aggressive ass. Probably stank like a nigga too. Need degree. You probably need Old Spice. Just like my uncle. Angry ass. When your body heat rise, get some Old Spice. Your ass, I know you wear Old Spice. You got just as much testosterone as me. Coming up here having a testosterone fit. Fuck wrong with you? I'm not gonna let nobody outman me. You ain't gonna come up here and talk to me like you was some damn man. The hell wrong with you, your Old Spice wearing ass? You need to stop trying to be a lady and just get some Old Spice. Cause don't no ladies talk like you. You come up here being super aggressive and then trying to tell me you nice. God damn, you need some. Oh, I'm gonna send you some fucking Old Spice. You need to learn how to talk to a goddamn man. You know, you talk to weenie dogs like that, girl. I'm not gonna sit up here and listen to that bullshit. Come up here on my show. I'm not looking. Let me tell you something. Yelling and shit. Let me tell you one goddamn thing. I'm trying to be nice now. Yeah, you need to sit here and listen to me. Cause I'm just trying to let you know that people like you. What the fuck you mean people like me? If I was white, if you was white and saying that, or if somebody white say something like that to you, people like you, your ass would be the main one crying. Like, what you mean by people like me? But then if I try to pause you and be like, what you mean people like me? You act like you didn't say that. Like, you're a fucking weirdo. She's a weirdo. And that's why you're going to have a cat for the rest of your life. Not the cat betwixt your legs. You're going to have a damn cat for real. And you go ahead and get cuddly with that goddamn cat. Kwame, you loco but smart. No, you got to set me off for me to be loco. She over here goddamn coming up here with all this extra ass bullshit, man. Come on, stop. Stop it. Go get you a weenie dog. You can't talk to everybody like that.
Party, because every time he disagrees with any of their ideology, he's labeled a sellout and a coon.
I am no black conservative, but I certainly understand why black conservatives get so heated when it comes to the issues of liberalism, because they see how they get labeled for their ideological beliefs and how they get denigrated. So the liberal can believe what the liberal wants to believe, and we can agree or disagree. But if a black conservative feels a certain way, they got to be a sellout to their community. Exactly. They can't believe there's a better strategy to the economy. They can't believe there's a better strategy to addressing border issues. They can't believe there's a better strategy for affordability. Oh, no, it must be. And of course, they can't possibly disagree with some of the stuff that Trump is doing, like the latest nonsense that he put out there where he's blaming black folks and speaking about the issues of slavery and things of that nature as something that's been unfavorable to white people. Like that should be ignored, like history should be erased. There ain't a week that goes by that I don't call Trump out. But we ignore that, don't we? Because that fit the narrative. It's really unfortunate, but it's okay, because I can take it.
This is how these people are. Either you agree with everything we say.
Shut up, Stephen A. Don't nobody want to hear you crying. We tried to tell you that all the Democrat want is your brain. And you can't be halfway. Ain't no such thing as halfway crooks. You got to be all the way in this shit, Stephen A. So he trying to bloviate one thing on one side, then bloviate something on the other side. They don't appreciate that, Stephen A. You have to bloviate this thing one way. Thank you for the 15 seconds of fame, Chris. Yeah, like she over now. I'm too sensitive. No, you call it what you want. I don't do labels and I don't do groups. I don't give a fuck what your opinion is. You can't respect another person. Coming up here telling me what you trying to do. Well, guess what? Let me tell you how smart I am. I was trying to hit my free throw, but I didn't. So you were trying to be nice, but you wasn't. And that's why your ass got off this goddamn panel. Okay? Now, instead of you trying to be nice, won't you learn to be nice? And then stop coming up here talking to people like you somebody goddamn mama or you over somebody. You just a little nappy headed motherfucker with a degree. Calm down. You ain't that special. It's a motherfucker like you on every other corner. Relax. I can go to Starbucks and see another you in a second. A motherfucker with a degree with a bad attitude. So shut up.
Or you're a coon, you're a sellout, you're an Uncle Tom. And believe me, this presidency was not set by black people. It was set by people who could care less about black people.
Listen, you got to come see us when you come to New York, VP Biden. I will. It's a long way until November. We got more questions.
You got more questions, but I tell you, if you have a problem figuring out whether you're for me or Trump, then you ain't black.
It don't have nothing to do with Trump. It has to do with the fact I want something for my community.
They only want to control them and they only want to use them for their vote and political power. But you still want to belong to that party, go crazy. Stephen A. Smith.
Damn, the rest of that video was dirty. The rest of that video was dirty. Damn. Stephen A. Smith said what? Male dove is a fruitcake that got up by a Nigerian girl. Old Busty Bus scared of a little smoky smoke. Who's scared of smoke? That's gonna be. Let me tell you something. If you think disrespect is smoke, no, that's where me and you differ at. I say whatever I want to say about Chrissy when she in the chat, but when she come up here, I don't just be disrespecting her when she come up here. I can still have a conversation with her. She come up here the same energy that she come up with the chat. I can't do that. I don't go places where I don't need to be at, or I'm not wanted. She do. She over here right now, disgruntled as she want to be, but she's still here. She ain't gonna be the first girl who can't understand why she can't get the hell on. She won't be the last. See what I'm saying? She keep coming back. You know what I mean? That's what they do to
Don't
me.
do that. Don't do that.
That's what they do to me. Look, she gonna talk over me too. She just rude. She just rude, man. Why you want to be so rude?
Don't do that. Like I said.
Now you want to tell me what to do like you my mom. I got churn.
Okay, well, don't tell me.
And my daughter probably could whoop your ass.
I don't care about your ratchet ghetto family.
I don't have no ratchet daughter. My daughter's she about to be an FBI agent. What do you mean ratchet? You just make assumptions.
The one that does? Okay,
with your little pea brain, you just make assumptions with that small little brain you have.
The one that doesn't like you? Which daughter?
It don't matter whether we wasn't talking about whether she liked me or not. You called her ratchet, and she's about to be an FBI agent. What makes her ratchet?
You're trying to make your daughter fight. Look at you.
My daughter, I don't have to make her fight. I taught her the discipline of fighting.
Okay,
what are you talking about?
Don't try to put your daughter into that type of situation.
She could probably whip your. Stop trying to be a victim. She could probably whip your ass because I took her to martial arts.
How ignorant you are, trying to make
that's not ignorant. That's not ignorant. I put her in a discipline, young lady.
Well, if I spoke to her, she'd probably disagree with you and agree with me. Okay.
If you spoke to me in a disrespectful way, she'd probably put a kick across top of your forehead.
No, if I played what you just said, she would probably tell me that you're crazy.
No, she already know I'm crazy. I'm her daddy. What the fuck is you talking about?
Okay, good. Okay, there you go. Prove my point.
Hey, well, if you had a daddy, you would know he a little crazy too. Daddy's supposed to be a little crazy with that little girl. Oh, your daddy ain't never act crazy? A Nigerian man ain't never act crazy. Wow, you must don't have a Nigerian daddy.
Not that type of crazy. My dad never raised his voice, but when he's angry, we knew he was angry.
So how the hell you know he angry if he don't raise his Nigerian voice then? He was just always cool, calm, and collected and put together.
Absolutely. Even when he's angry.
Well, he's not a Nigerian like I know. Because men gonna roar, goddamn it. What the hell you want a quiet man for? You ain't even a quiet young lady, but you want a quiet man. That don't even make no fucking sense.
There are crazy people all over the world, just like there are crazy Nigerians. That man that you played, clearly anyone can see that he's not quite well. That yelling, screaming, hollering, that is a man that is
What is that called?
That is a man that's paid to push the propaganda. Boko
That could
Haram,
be also the way he chose to express himself. He might be emotional. He might be angered by what he saw.
Nigerian men, that one is, he's not wound tightly. You can see that.
So if he's pushed to anger because he said he wanted to fight, you want him to react like the normal person after he openly
Well, he's
admitted.
not going to last very long. Go
I
out
know. I'm
and
just
go out
saying.
like that. That's why
So,
he's hidden where he's hidden, sitting where he's sitting. He cannot go out on the street and talk like that, or they're going to
so let me ask
flog
you a
him.
question. If you just saw a woman yelling loudly, you would just say she's crazy?
Oh my God.
Are we to assume that every woman is yelling loudly is crazy?
Oh my gosh. And also too, to clarify, it's pronounced
So yes, no
Igbo.
to that question.
No, no. Whatever the question
Okay,
was,
so
the
let's
answer is
not
no.
assume that just because he's a man yelling loudly that he's crazy.
Okay, no, oh, he's crazy. I just told you that. Okay.
Okay, you just told me, but you have no evidence that he's crazy.
Okay. Anyways, just like we had no evidence that you were drunk when your glasses were crooked, but whatever, Kwame. Anyways,
Well,
it's
just like we had no evidence that you don't have a man, but you got two men humping on you at the same time, probably knocking off your pH balance.
okay.
Okay. We didn't have to go there to the personal. I heard you laugh in the background, but we
Well,
didn't have to go there
no,
personal,
no,
but
no.
you
It's not
wanted to
about
go
this.
there. You wanted to go there. If you want to take it there, I told you I'm with the shits now. If you just
It's
want to
not.
take it there.
First of all, it's very gross when you
If you
talk
want to
about
leave me
being
alone,
childish.
if you want to leave me alone with that type of conversation, I got you now. But if you want to take it there, goddamn, we can
Okay.
take it there.
Okay. Well,
I'm with the shits now. Just stop
I
now.
trust me. I know this. I know. But just
You
for
just
the,
want to get sound bites of making it seem like I'm arguing with you.
no, no, no.
I just
Yours.
do this shit for fun, man.
This is all in your head. I'm just waiting to respond. It's all in your head.
I'm just
Not
saying I do this type of shit for fun, man. I used to be
trust
in
me. I
a
know.
small circle roasting, so I'm not
Okay.
offended by nothing you gonna say to me now. I just want you to know that.
Okay, thank you for the prior warning.
Okay.
Now, I heard Meldub bring up Boko Haram. Boko Haram is a jihadist group, Meldub, because you didn't date no Nigerian girl. If you dated a Nigerian girl, you would know her tribe. Now, you said that she's Igbo. It's pronounced Igbo, okay? That's my tribe. So clearly you weren't listening to her long enough, and that's why y'all aren't together. I know she was too good for you. Now, in terms of Boko Haram, that is a small jihadist group. That is a very small jihadist group that's in the north. And that is the propaganda that they push in this country that make you believe that is what's going on in the entire country. Just like this country has gangs and things like that, every country has those type of groups. Now,
So are you
the
saying there's some slavery? Is what you're saying?
I'm sorry, say that again.
Are you saying there's like a small pocket of slavery that it's not about the whole country? It's just a little group?
There's a small extremist group. Mind you,
Hmm.
those who don't know, this extremist group is backed and paid for by a Western nation, such as
Hmm.
America, such as England, countries like this. They spread that
But we don't
propaganda.
have no proof of that, so we're just gonna have to say allegedly.
Okay, fine. I'll use the word allegedly, but I know what's going on, but that's fair. So, allegedly, they pay these people to spread propaganda. So people in the States, like us over here, y'all can say, oh my God, is that what's really going on in Nigeria? Are
So
people
let me
being
ask you this:
persecuted?
what age did you leave Nigeria?
I
And
was
don't lie
born.
to be right. What age did
Okay,
you
first of
actually
all,
leave?
sir, I'm going to answer your question and I'm going to answer it the way I want to answer it. I
Okay,
was
well,
born
that's what I want
here. I
you to
was
do.
born in Texas, okay? I've been going
Mhm.
to Nigeria since I was a child. Many Nigerians come over,
Oh
have to.
man, they'll call you a white lady in Nigeria.
Okay, see, now you won't let me talk. This okay. We want to do
No,
this?
listen, they don't look at you as Nigerian. They will call you a white lady. You are American. You're
Okay,
technically
so
not
you're
even a
telling
night.
me what
Okay, so
my
wait. Let me ask you. I got to get technical now because if you was born in Texas, you're a United States citizen. Do you have dual citizenship?
yes, I do.
Okay, because you're a United States citizen
I'm a
first.
I'm a
You're what's
United
called
States
an
citizen.
anchor baby. You're a
Just like
United States
hon-
anchor baby.
honey, you need to continue
So you better
watching.
watch your mouth and be proud of this
Okay,
goddamn country. You're
okay, now you're.
technically not a
Are you?
Nigerian. You're
Am
a
I here to
fucking
talk over
American.
me? This is not a
No,
conversation. I'm
wait.
saying it
I want you
again.
to admit that you're an American first.
I'm not going to admit shit. I'm going
Where
to
were you
speak.
born at, ma'am?
I'm going to speak. You
Look
have
at
to calm
crazy
down.
even laughing at you.
You need to calm down, okay?
Yes, ma'am.
Crazy, that's my boy. First of all, like I said, I was born here in the States. I am what you call a first generationer, like the
So
first
that would make
generation.
you a
Oh, no, no,
fucking
no, no, no.
American, and
Oh,
you
okay.
better say
See,
it.
I'm
You
5
better wear
seconds.
an
I'm
American
about to get
flag
out
on
of
your
here.
back. All right, go
About to
ahead.
get.
Go ahead.
Okay, just like the first generation Italians, South Africans, like Tamika was saying, people like you, I'm going to use you as an example. I'm sorry that you haven't quite traveled. I don't mean basketball team from city to city, traveled abroad. And
I've
I
been
mean,
to 19 continents.
honey, you've been to 19 countries and you've soaked up not a damn thing. Just like Tamika said, South Africa, Cape Town, one of the wealthiest nations. Absolutely.
I
Nigeria,
never
one of
said
the
it would. I
I
never
didn't
said it
say no, no, no.
wasn't.
I didn't say you said that. I'm just saying
So
that
why are
I'm
you
using.
why are you coming at me
You
when
need
I
to
never even
calm
said that?
down. I'm
You just
using that.
agreed with me. We agree with each other. I didn't beef
Okay,
with
all
you.
right, that's
I
good.
was
But I'm
just pointing out the fact that there's some slavery in South Africa. I never said it was the whole country. You even admitted to it. So me and you are clear. Why are you beefing with me? I ain't
okay.
even say
First of
shit.
all, you need to take your tone down. You're getting
No, my mic is just loud. Let me back up
okay.
from the mic
Thank you.
because all I'm saying is you're beefing with me and you agree with me. You said you acknowledged that there was some South Africa.
But you know what? It's what you're saying that you may not realize. I'm not going to blame you fully, but
That
you.
nigga
Excuse
savage.
me, sir.
No, no, no.
Oh,
You ain't hear
did
what I
he say? Did you say
you ain't hear
19?
what I said. No, I'm
Did you
just
say
trying to make
19
you aware.
continents?
Yeah,
I,
you ain't hear what I said. That's
I
why I
thought
say
you
it's
said
easy to
19.
get you.
Okay, well, it's funny that you said that and not a shocker. I thought you said countries. I was trying to bail you out.
I
But
was trying to
anyways,
laugh and you kept going. You always so serious. You don't want
uh,
no comic relief. You mad all the time.
I don't mind any comic relief. I just want fair
The
dialogue
chat
back and
heard
forth.
it. You didn't. You just want to be
Uh,
heard. I just
okay.
throw in a little bullshit to make people laugh, and you fuck it up by wanting to be bickering all the
No,
goddamn.
I want to speak the way I want to speak, and you can laugh and joke if you
Okay,
want
go
to.
ahead. But if you would have heard 19 continents, wouldn't you laugh?
Okay. Well, I probably would have laughed because there's only
You don't
seven.
want to laugh.
Okay. Well, anyways, so just like I was saying, Tamika brought up South Africa, with one of the wealthiest cities in the world. Many people here, well, not many people, because there are United States citizens that know what's going on around the world. Just this
So you
sector,
admitting that you a United States citizen?
I'm a dual citizen. Okay.
So no, no,
You
no. Wait, I'm asking because
you
this,
have a
this.
habit of wanting people to respond the way you want to.
No, 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 no,
I
no, no, no,
answered
no,
your
no, no, no,
question.
no.
I'm a
I
dual citizen.
understand. That means something different, though.
Oh.
Where were you born again? Let me
I
ask you,
just know,
where were
honey.
you born?
Okay, see, now you're taking me in circles. I'm getting annoyed.
No, I'm asking, where were
I
you
told you where
born?
I was born. I said I was born in Texas.
Okay, don't get upset. Some
Okay, you're
people
kind of
learn
getting on my
faster than
nerves.
others. You said I was slow. So you were born in Texas. So let me walk this down. Anytime I understood anything about civics or anything like that, if someone was born in Texas, that would make them an anchor baby, but that would also make them a United States citizen. So is that true?
Well, look at the terms that you use. You're a Fox News viewer. You don't even know what the hell you're talking about. I was
Okay,
born
but
in
I'm a
Texas.
CNN viewer too.
I was born in Texas. Okay, which makes me a United States citizen. Okay.
Thank you, ma'am.
Excuse
You
me.
finally said it.
Excuse me. I'm not done.
You
That's not
finally,
the end of my sentence. All
but
right.
you're a United States citizen. That's all I wanted to say.
Okay. And there's an and, not a period.
Okay,
And I
and
am also a citizen of my home country, which is where
which you
most
had to apply for because you was not a citizen before. Gotcha.
while I was living there. Well, you obviously because I was born here, duh.
Yeah,
But
obviously, I'm trying to get you to understand. Obviously, because you're an American citizen,
okay,
you
so
need
when I was
you.
living in
I'm gonna send
Nigeria,
you a flag to your house, and you gonna wear it
I
like a
don't
dress.
need that. I don't need that. Thank
I'm gonna
you.
drape
All
the
right.
flag across your
I
back.
hope you had celebrated your 4th of July because I know you were decked out. But anyways, like I said, that is where
Oh,
my
I was
heritage
definitely
is
decked out.
and
America
my
first.
nationality. I have dual
Is that
citizenship.
why you hate Trump? Because he America first, even
No, no,
though
no, 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 no,
you
no.
was
There's many.
born here. He should
We
send
don't.
your ass to Nigeria.
First of all, I don't hate anybody, but we don't have enough time for me to tell you what I despise about him.
People in
Okay.
Nigeria don't give a shit about Chrissy O. You ain't go to school there. You ain't
Okay.
represent no tribe. You probably don't even know how to talk
You know what? And
Nigerian.
I'm not even
Them
going to share.
Nigerian girls will roll up on you and pull that weave out your motherfucking head.
First of all, can we have an unratchet conversation? Because I can't even have a
Yes, I
civilized
can have an
conversation.
unratchet conversation. Those
Okay,
Nigerians
because
will pull
first
the
of all,
weave out of your head.
most Nigerian women would laugh at you the same way I do. Okay,
Uh-huh.
so you need to calm down
Do you know how
and let's
many
have a
Nigerian
civil
women I know? You
conversation.
know I used to. Never
You
mind.
always get ratchet whenever we talk. This girl gonna pull your hair out. This girl gonna fight you. Like, what is wrong
Because
with
you
you?
wear the hair of a westernized woman.
Okay, so anyways, let me get back on topic. So just like many
Why
people,
can't we have an educated conversation?
no,
Don't
we're
you
gonna.
think that they would look at you and look at you as an
I
outsider,
had a
being that you have the
wonderful.
makeup? Hold on, wait,
I
let's
had.
be logical.
Honey,
Let's
you're
be
always
logical.
talking about stupid
I
shit.
just want to ask one question, and
Go
you tell
ahead.
me yes or no. Don't you think that they would look at you as an outsider based on your makeup that you wear, the eyelashes, the hair, the things like that? Like you don't wear the braids. I know some Nigerian women, they wear the braids. They will put the weave braids in.
I
You are
do all
wearing
that.
like
I
a
do all that.
full length whatever. You don't think that
Okay.
they would look at you as an outsider?
I just saw a lot of my aunties, the Igwe. The Igwe means chief in my town. I just had my family reunion. It was
Mm-hmm.
amazing. It was fantastic. I enjoyed seeing aunts, uncles I've never met, so it was, I feel so fulfilled. So what you're talking about right now, I feel like I have a new superpower, meeting relatives and uncles I've never met and finding out the
Oh, so
lineage
the
that goes
answer,
back
she
home.
answered my question, not to cut you off. She said no, Kwame, because they wear it as well. See, I didn't know that. See, you could have
Okay.
answered my question, Christy, but all you had to do is say no because they wear the same hair.
Well, it's kind of hard for me to kind of focus on lowbrow
You
questions about
just you just
hair.
go so you just want to insult people. All you had to do is say
No, it's
no,
not
they
about
would not.
you're going to
Listen,
twist what I'm
I can
saying.
understand
I've been
English.
very pleasant.
All
I
you
haven't
had to
insulted
do,
you.
the question that I asked you was, would they be offended if they wear the same hair as you, Chrissy? All you had to do was not make it so long-winded and say
Okay.
no, they wouldn't be
I'm actually
offended
trying.
because they
Okay,
wear the same hair as me. How
that's
hard is
fair,
that?
but I'm
Are you
trying to.
smart for real, or
I'm
do
trying
you
to.
just argue with people? Are
I'm
you
trying
smart
to
for real?
speak. You want to just jump on my questions,
No,
my
no,
comments, my answers.
I just want you to hear me
Okay.
for 1 second. You're making the
Nobody
conversation hard to
cares
have.
about that except you. Okay.
Okay, I don't care about it. It's just a question. So you care about every question that you ask me?
Okay, well, don't be highlighting the comments you want to, but you want to drop Scotty's comment. Where I'm trying to have a civil
What is
convo, but
Scotty? I didn't drop Scotty's comment. I put
no, you
Scotty's
were,
comment up.
you put up comments from people they look like hell, and then they want to talk. But anyways, I mean,
Oh, well,
I
I
had a
wasn't
great
looking
time.
at nobody. Well, tell Scotty to check because you want me to put up Scotty's comment.
No,
Tell
I'm
him to
not.
put
No,
it up.
no, no. I'm not telling you. I just
Because
thought
you
it was
talking to
funny.
me and looking at Scotty.
No, you the one who put it on the screen. That's how I
He
saw
said
it.
this. He said the chat is not ready for anything
Oh,
educational.
and may
I
I
think.
respond to that?
Hold
Is
on,
that
hold on, hold
okay?
on. I think
See?
you're making it low educational by arguing. I think you should tone down the talking at the same time and hear me out. I don't talk as fast as you, and I'm not trying to be offensive in me asking these questions. If you take
Well,
out the emotions based on what I knew, I thought some of the young ladies over there wore the weave braids, but not the hair like you. And if they
okay.
wore the hair like you, all you had to do is fill me in and say, no, my auntie wore the same shit I'm wearing. That's a simple
Okay.
conversation.
No, my relatives don't. But if I may respond to Scotty, if that's okay. Scotty, no, you're correct. They don't want to know anything. Maybe only like 2% of this chat will want to actually learn something. Other than that, they're just here for fuckery. They're the fuckery like this guy
You
here.
don't know what they're
With this,
here for.
honey,
Let's
can
not
I
use that language
respond
because
now? See, and this is
that's
why I had to
ratchet.
drop.
But
This is
that's
why this.
ratchet. I'm asking you.
No, but I don't
She
cut
don't
you
want
off
no
when you're
rules. She want to
speaking.
overtalk the host. I'm
You
asking you not
overtalk
to say
me. Okay, so
because
because you're the host. Okay.
you're cursing on the platform, and I'm trying to
I
ask you,
haven't
but you
cursed.
have such a bad attitude that I can't even tell you to
Okay,
stop
I'm
saying
not gonna get to
effery
have a
on
conversation. You're gonna want to
YouTube.
talk. So I
You can
tried a
have the
second time.
conversation, but stop saying effery. That's simple. Can you
Okay,
calm
well,
down?
no, I need you to stop. And if I say something now, please don't interject. You can
I'm
wait.
going to interrupt on my platform, ma'am. If
Okay,
you're
and see,
saying
and okay,
things, hold
well,
on, ma'am. If you're saying things that's against YouTube guidelines, I am going to interrupt. And I hope that's not a problem for you. You're trying to tell me what to not do on my panel, which is rude, ma'am. Learn to be a lady and not a man. A man, god damn.
And I
You acting
hope it's
like a
okay
nigga
with
now.
you. And I hope it's okay with you that I make this quick because now you're just talking nonsense and you're going
I'm not
nowhere.
talking
Okay.
nonsense. You don't
No,
gotta
you
respect
are.
it, but you don't gotta
And I know
understand it, but you gotta
YouTube
respect it, man.
guidelines. You're just pausing and muting to say a bunch of nothing. I know
You
YouTube
don't have to
guidelines,
agree with me. It's no need to argue. I know you
right?
like to
No,
argue,
I'm
but
not
I'm
gonna
not
let
gonna
you try to
argue
bait
with
me to arguing. I tell me when I'm ready to say what I'm allowed to say, then I'll go.
you. If
Because
you
I'm not
just
doing
slow
that.
down and talk like you're talking like a mile a minute, like what
I
is wrong?
don't really give a fuck.
Can you calm down?
I don't really give a fuck. I'm waiting till it's my turn.
So you're still cursing after I asked you not to curse. That's what I'm saying. Some of you ladies like you, people like you, can't take a proper correction. This is my channel. I'm asking you not to curse, and you just care about finishing.
Okay, well,
That's
you've
sad.
never taken correction in your life. You love to hear yourself
You
talk.
don't know me, so just
Okay.
listen to what I'm saying and don't curse and keep going,
I
man.
won't curse.
Damn.
Don't worry. Now, dang,
So
quiet.
keep going. Why is this so
Don't
hard for
tell me
you?
when to keep going. How about you quiet?
You just asked me when can you keep going,
Okay,
then I
when you're
tell you to
done
go
talking,
ahead,
I'll
and then
go.
now it's don't tell you. Like, are you okay?
You have more to say. Keep going.
I don't have more to say. I just want you to not curse and go.
So, like I was saying, Meldub, it's pronounced Igbo, not Igbo. You never dated no Nigerian girl because I can tell by what you were saying. You didn't even know how to pronounce things, like, okay? So, anyways, you don't know the culture. For those who live in this country, there is a lot of propaganda that comes here. Military extremist groups, they want to disguise it as people are being persecuted in these nations. There is no Christian, Christians are not being persecuted in Nigeria. Oh, remember that little bomb that Trump said he dropped on Nigeria? We don't know where that bomb went. It went into the desert. Nigeria is filled with deserts, okay? So all this propaganda, there was no, we don't know where that bomb went. So all of this propaganda you guys hear, just know it is paid for. And the main reason this propaganda is being spread to some of y'all, a lot of y'all, who end up sucking up that information is because they're really trying to go into these nations and take their natural resources. Nigeria is very wealthy in not just crude oil, lithium, cocoa, diamonds, copper. They have booming tech pop-ups that are popping up every week. It's a very formidable nation. And that's why you're gonna see propagandas like that Nigerian guy yelling. You can find psychos in any country to go online and they pay you to say whatever. That doesn't make it true.
Okay, well, that sounds impressive. Nigeria sounds like a beautiful place. So let me ask you this, if you know, why are you here in America instead of there?
Because I was born here and because this is where I started my life and got my education. So
I
in the
understand that.
meantime,
That means your parent had to bring you here, right?
that's how I got here.
So I'm asking, why did your parents bring you here? Was Nigeria different back then? Because this
The
seemed
culture,
like to me, America is a land of opportunity, and you guys, above anybody, take advantage of the
it can
opportunities
be
in
that
America.
it's the land
But
of
wait a minute, wait a
opportunity.
minute. I wasn't finished. Let me land my plane. So
Okay.
you guys take advantage of the benefits in America better than white people even. So I don't understand from a Nigerian perspective. You of all people shouldn't be complaining about white people because y'all kick white people ass when y'all come to America more so than even in your own country. So my question is, why did your parents come here if it's so great in Nigeria?
My parents came here for us to go to school here. That doesn't mean the schools aren't good here, but just like you said, isn't America called the land of the free? Land of the free to a certain extent, the land of opportunities to a certain extent. You might be not the right person for me to have this conversation with, but I'm
So
pretty
you're
sure
not going to tell me why you were born here because you want to talk about me again? I'm
no, no,
asking
no, no,
why
no, no.
why were you born
I'm
here
telling
opposed to
you right
Nigeria?
now because I went to school here the same way many immigrants
So why
come
did they
here
want you to go
for
to school here
certain
is my question.
opportunities here that
So
are
there's
not. Go ahead.
so okay, so there's more opportunities in the US than Nigeria. Can you
There are
just tell me why you're here?
Yes, there are certain pathways in America that's easier. So, what many first generationers like myself do, we get money, we build businesses. If you know anything about Atlanta, it's run by Nigerians, okay? So, we take our money back home, just like the billionaire that Portia was married to, Simon Gubadia. You people hear the word, oh, he was sent back to Nigeria. Oh, that's a vacation. Many Nigerians get wealthy here and go back home. They take their money back home. We come here, go to school. Many of them either bring their kids to America or bring their kids to England, wherever, to Canada. We go to school here, build ourselves up, take money back to most of our relatives that still live there, that are still in the small towns, still in the villages. We take our work, our money home. Now, when you go to the city, you go to Lagos, Nigeria, where everybody's going to celebrate their birthday now, like Cardi B and Future and 50 Cent. If you want to go party for real and build and get nice houses, the homes in Nigeria are not like here. I plan to actually go back home, get a home there, and have a peaceful, comfortable life. There's a reason now why Westerners are going to Nigeria, because they're starting to travel and be like, this is not like anything they told us that Nigeria was like. Remember those commercials? You can feed a child for 50 cents. That you can find in every city in America. You can find the same exact thing,
So
maybe
can I
even
ask you a
worse.
question?
Yeah, go ahead.
Shouldn't you show, you of all people and most Nigerians, based on what you're saying, America has helped not only educate you, feed your families here in the US, but also feed your families back home. So shouldn't you have the most amount of respect for America, and shouldn't you want to protect American values the way that they are, so that
Okay.
you guys can keep coming over here using the system and sending money back to a country that obviously don't afford you as many opportunities as America? And even the money that you're sending back, it still haven't got you the same amount of opportunities of America. Otherwise, you wouldn't leave and birth your children here.
But you
So
know
I
what?
think it should come with a little more respect that it comes with.
Okay, well, the good thing about that is that you can't tell me how to feel about this nation. There are many Americans who are not proud of this country. Now, let me finish because I can feel you getting ready. Many
You
nations
can
are not.
feel me. I didn't even say nothing.
Okay. Okay. Many
Jesus
Americans who are born
Christ.
here are not proud of America. I don't know what you view or what you research or what you read, but there are many Americans who are also moving overseas. There are huge droves of Black women who are moving to Brazil because of the pay rates are significantly higher. So if you're starting out as a child here in America, yeah, they might bring their child here to go to school as a child, but once they reach high school, college, there are many people like me, first generationers, who go back and go to college in Nigeria, go to college in our home countries, because now we're older, we know what to do, we know what avenue we want to take, and we just build up our wealth over there. It really depends. I have many friends who I went to college with at Morgan State in Baltimore, and they've all moved back home to Nigeria. Like, it really depends on what phase of life you're in. I'm a single woman, I'm here. I'm probably not gonna move to Nigeria right now, but that is something I do plan to do, is get a home, maybe live there half the year. That's actually one of my life goals, to do that. So,
But are you
and
going to answer the second part of the question? Because you didn't really answer the part
what was the
of
second
shouldn't you?
part of the question?
Well, it's really the whole question. Shouldn't it show? Should you and your family and every Nigerian show more respect for America if you guys are being
No, no,
able to
no.
take care of yourselves and people back home?
Well, I can't tell individuals how to individually feel. People have their national pride. Okay, you can't say, shouldn't you be proud? And Nigerians, no, no, no. There are many reasons why we don't have to be proud. The things that Trump says about Nigeria, what is to be proud of that?
I
So,
didn't say the
unfortunately,
word proud. That's the word that you use. I
okay,
said
well,
appreciate and respect. You should respect America a little more. And Trump is one person. America is the country, the Constitution as it stands, that
you don't know
allows.
what I
Hold on,
respect.
wait, 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 whoa, 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 let me finish. You're making what I'm saying about one individual. Trump is not the United States. The United States, Trump wasn't even the president when you came over here. You were born here many years ago. So this TDS is crazy. So what
Okay.
I'm saying is America has a set of laws and rules in a constitution that you guys should want to keep the way it is and uphold it the way it is and not let it change, because that's the whole reason why you're able to be born here And then that's the whole reason why your family back home is able to eat because of America. So shouldn't
That's
that
not
come with
true.
more
No,
respect?
that's not why my family's able to eat. I have wealthy people in my family that never came to
I'm
America that
just
are
saying one of
wealthy.
the ways. I'm not talking about don't find ways to pick out what I'm saying. You said you wanted to have an educated conversation. You know what I'm trying to get to. I'm talking about shouldn't you have respect for America? Don't pick out things to argue with me about.
Okay, and I'm gonna
Shouldn't
say
you
because I'm
should
not gonna
have
answer
more
this
respect
question
for
again.
America
They don't
based
need to
on what
have any
America has done
respect.
for you?
You asked that. You said that 3 times already. We don't
So
need
you
to
won't
have
answer the
you.
question though.
You
You're like
can you if you
yelling.
calm down and stop
You're
interrupting.
the sweetheart. You're the one yelling. You won't even answer the question. You keep
Okay, this.
going
Oh
with
my
these
God.
long responses. You could say no. I don't have to have respect for
Okay, so
America,
let me answer. You have to learn that. Like you love to hear yourself talk.
ma'am. I've been sitting here. This is recorded on a platform that
Oh
I'm
my.
sitting here listening to you talk. And when
Okay,
I
let me just
ask you a
respond. Let me
simple
just answer
question,
your
you won't
question right
answer.
now. I'm going to answer your question. Let me just answer your question. People don't have to have pride in this country for multiple
I'm not
reasons.
asking people. I'm asking you.
Okay, I don't have to have pride. And please, if you don't like the answer, it's too bad. Okay?
I just didn't want you to start with people when you're one person. I didn't
Okay,
know you
I don't have
identified as
to have
people.
pride in a nation that wants to bash my home country. I don't have to have pride in a nation that won't let Black people speak what's on their mind without them getting fired, or getting some type of repercussion from speaking their mind. I don't have to be proud of that. I don't have to be proud of a nation that doesn't give people of color the same opportunities that they give to others. Once again, it's the same reason why other Black Americans, I know multiple of them, I live in the nation's capital, that are leaving America because of the things I listed and moving to other countries where Black people don't have to deal with that as much. So,
So you
like,
don't.
don't
So
answer,
you
ask me
don't
the
have.
question
You don't have
again.
to have
I
respect. Let me
don't
ask
have
you.
to
So
be
no
proud of this
respect.
country.
I got it. No respect. No proud. What about gratitude? Somebody give you $10. You don't have $10. Do you show some gratitude for that?
Okay, so is there, I'm trying to see if there's anything else important I need to talk to while I'm up here because now I'm kind of getting ready to get,
No, I'm just saying.
kind
Like,
of
don't you think
no, it's
that
just
it's
kind
a
of
little
getting
bit of?
boring.
I'm just saying you're yelling and being loud just because
I'm
I'm
not
asking a
getting, I'm
question.
not yelling, I'm bored, but go
You don't
ahead.
think you don't think that you could be bored, but I'm just asking a question. You could leave at any time if you're bored. But what I'm saying is
Absolutely.
I really believe that there's no gratitude coming your way. That if you don't have to respect that somebody gave you an education and allowed you to send money back to your family to take care of them, but don't you think that should come with a little gratitude that they
Okay, so
allowed
I'm
that
gonna
for you?
answer. You're trying to get me to love America. Like it's so funny, honey. You
I
watching
didn't
too
ask
much
you about
Fox
love,
News.
gratitude. Do you understand the
You're
definition
trying
of
to get me to
gratitude?
have gratitude and appreciation for America. You're watching a
I
lot
thought
of
she said
Fox
she was
News.
educated. Mel, I'm gonna let you talk to her. She said she was
No, no,
educated,
no.
but
I'm not going
clearly
to talk
not.
to Mel. So don't worry. I won't have a response to Mel because Mel is blocked. So you think I'm joking, Kwame, when I say I don't talk to certain people. So he can ask questions. You will respond because there'll be silence from me. Okay.
Well, I want to hear him out because you talked while he wasn't on the
You
panel,
can
so he
talk.
should be able to talk.
I'm willing to
All right,
listen to
so let him talk. Let him talk.
another ignorant
Well,
male. I can listen.
Crisio, with respect, if you don't want to talk to me, please be quiet. So, and
Okay. Go ahead. Thank you,
that's me
Sassy.
saying respect. That's me saying
No, just
respectfully
hurry.
to
Go
you.
go say what you got to say. Don't address me.
All right. Okay. All right. Well, let me speak. Thank you.
Yeah.
So,
Okay. Go ahead, girl.
She can't help it, Mel. She got to get the last word.
No,
She
no.
can't
He
help
wants
it.
to have the last word.
She
Okay. I'm
said
gonna
she
talk.
wanted to be mature,
Go
but
ahead,
Jesus
Mel,
Christ.
loser. You know a dub is a win. A dub is a win. You're not. There's nothing. You've never won in life.
Oh,
it might be her
You've
Jesus.
never
American
won in
culture.
life. That's why Mel
This
lost.
this
Okay. Go
can't be a
ahead.
Nigerian culture that got her
Mel
acting like
It
this.
lost.
This is
can't
an
be
Go
American
go
a
ahead.
culture.
Mel
Nigerian
lost.
culture.
A Nigerian man would have been upside her head by now. She wouldn't have been talking like
My
that.
sassy blocked friend. Go ahead, Mel
Yeah,
lost.
them Nigerian men don't take all this
She,
talk.
I'm a talking. Okay. I'm a
hey,
go. Go ahead.
KB, she too Americanized, man.
Yeah,
She
she
can't help it.
westernized now. She can't go
Yeah,
back to Nigeria.
she westernized. Yep,
Them
yep.
Nigerian men, boy, she can't go to Nigeria.
Yeah, she like a West Dallas chick
I
now.
was
She ain't
just in
whatever she was Nigeria, it's
Nigeria
gone.
a
But
year and a
hey,
half ago.
KB, what I was just gonna pop up and say was, I like the fact that you brought up a point as far as like there are groups of people who don't appreciate what the taxpayers have been able to do for immigrants. So in case of someone like a Chrissy O, she would be considered somebody a beneficiary of the 14th Amendment, right? because she was born in the United States. She was afforded all the benefits of being a United States citizen. And I would even bet her father is probably one of the most patriotic people here, because most of the older generation of different cultures who come to the country legally, those people have such an appreciation for what they were able to escape from. Now, in regards to Boko Haram, notice how the goalposts got changed. It became, oh, well, Boko Haram doesn't exist, to now, oh, well, that's a small part of Nigeria, and every country has its problems. I didn't say every country had its problems. I said Nigeria has Boko Haram. Barack Obama wanted to exterminate Boko Haram because they were targeting Christian girls. Now, I don't know what this young lady has against Christians or against anybody with a difference of opinion, but I think we all can agree that little girls shouldn't be kidnapped regardless of by a large mass group that the government is not interfering, regardless of what country it is. So if every country has its problems, and they do, America is no perfect nation, at least let's point out some of the flaws of the country, such as Nigeria. And my ex-girlfriend, she was from the Yoruba tribe, by the way. I never said which tribe she was from. But when people talk so fast, it's hard for them to listen. Now, I didn't come up here with any disrespect. I didn't talk under your clothes, young lady. I ain't talk about your gender. I didn't do none of that stuff. I just stated a respectful disagreement to you. So you don't have to comment, but KB, that's what I wanted to add on here. I don't know if you can still hear me or not because I'm going through a storm, but that's all I wanted to add on it. Unless you had any questions for me,
No,
but we have.
I hear you, brother, and I just wanted to ask you because I heard what she was able to say back to that, but there was no pushback on the panel. But why would anybody care that what Trump is saying if or anybody is saying if Obama is one of the guys that was arguing against something? Like, shouldn't she believe Obama?
Yeah, and see, and that's the problem. Obama probably did more to interfere with African governments than any other president in recent history, whether it be sending in a squadron of SEAL 6 members to go after Boko Haram, or removing Muammar Gaddafi from power in Libya. But it's almost as if, oh, America's bad, but let's exclude what President Obama did. And I actually don't disagree with what he did with Boko Haram. I actually don't disagree with Michelle Obama doing a campaign of Bring Home the Girls, because those young Christian black girls deserve to have the protection that all these other countries and even the white South African farmers have been getting. So no, I mean, I understand Chrisio has a passion to not support this nation, but you can't lie and say that black people don't have platforms when she's standing on one and sitting on one right now, sharing her honest, open opinion without the fear of being persecuted.
And lying, but she can't do that over there in Africa though. If she go over there and talk about them Nigerians, they gonna bust her in the head. Paul.
I think that's what Nigerians would do to you. Nigerians would love to kick the ass of a person like you, Kwame. But I heard, because I'm pretty sure your ass has already been kicked by a Nigerian. But I
I'm
heard,
sorry, what did you say? I'm sorry, I didn't hear you. What you say?
I was talking to Kwame, but
Okay, well, hold on. Well, I'm gonna
I
close this
heard
point
you
because
say,
hold on. I wasn't speaking. I wasn't finished
no,
speaking.
actually,
So
I was just
I
speaking.
was. I'm gonna
I
close my
was
point
just
real quick
speaking.
because I'm about to go off. I know, but I wasn't done speaking. So what I was
Okay,
just gonna
I'm
say,
sure you
what I was
weren't.
just gonna say with this was, I was fortunate to go to a Christian institution where 17% of all of the
Man, she
immigrants
hate
who were
Christians. She was like, ugh.
she hates Christians,
No,
Dang.
it's
and I
not
was gonna
about
say
no. It's
17
well,
seventeen
I
percent of
don't
the
take I don't
African
take the bait.
students.
Kwame, I see you notice me, Kwame. You know I don't take the bait. I'm saying because it's like I have to listen to this guy continue to be whiny. He mentioned earlier
Okay.
my father's probably very proud. Just
And
talking
if he
about just
and if
talking
he,
of
I wasn't finished
just
speaking, but
talking about.
if he's not proud, then that's his right. But
Okay,
now,
I'm
what
going
I
to
was just
finish
gonna,
my
so
sentence,
I'm
but
gonna land my
you
I'm gonna
brought
land my
him up
plane.
and said he's
Respect
probably
to
just
you.
proud. So, and
So
if you know it,
KB,
you didn't know
so what I was
anything,
gonna say
you
is
would
the
know that
institution that I
actually
went
my
to.
father never became a national citizen here. He was a very proud Nigerian, never wanted to be a citizen, and that's where my father is buried today in his home nation.
So he had an
So if
anchor
I
baby.
have to, I don't mind listening to fruitcakes like you. This is why you're blocked. So you want to talk about your Nigerian girlfriend dumped you. You never dated no Nigerian girl. And
So
it's
are you?
actually and it's pronounced Yoruba, not Yoruba. Yoruba. Okay.
And
So
Your
if
daddy
you want
just
to
had a
learn
baby to
something,
stay here,
you would
huh?
learn.
Take
Okay.
notes, America.
Thank
Your
you.
daddy had a baby just to stay here, and
I
he
dated
taught
a
you to hate
he had an
Nigerian
America.
anchor
girl. And
baby.
how long did that
Yeah,
relationship
he
last?
taught you to
She
hate
an anchor
That
America. That's
baby.
relationship
crazy.
lasted 2 weeks, not even 2 weeks, maybe 2 days. No
So
Nigerian girl
you
dated
one of
someone
them
like you.
angry ass anchor babies that don't even
She an
respect
anchor baby.
America.
Okay, Kwame. So do you want to have an intellectual
Oh
conversation?
man, this is
Hey,
crazy.
KB,
We
bro,
done met a
let
terrorist.
me land my plane real quick,
Yeah,
man.
let this girl, let
Oh yeah,
homegirl
let me land
land
my
his plane.
hold on, anchor baby. Let me land
Yeah,
my
go
plane.
ahead, Melmoth.
Listen,
Go ahead,
so
honey. Go
but
ahead,
listen,
and you
but
don't get
anyways,
it.
I
You
went
don't
to a
get any
Christian
props
institution.
either. You don't get any props for thinking you were respectful on the panel, like you said. I wasn't talking under your clothes. You don't get no props from speaking like a man. You should speak that way. Okay.
Like, yeah, I'm sorry, I don't speak Nigerian enough for you. I'm not
Nigerian
that
is not a
guy. My
language, you
bad.
dumb, you idiot. It's a country,
I
idiot.
know it's not. I know it's
Nigeria's
not.
not a
And
language, dummy. Go back to school.
I know. I said
Yeah,
I
you don't
don't speak
know. I don't
Nigerian. You're
speak
right. I don't.
Nigerian. You sound as ignorant as these white people talking out here. Shut the fuck up.
So what is your damn?
You
Okay.
back person, man. Dang, she is
Dang.
ghetto. She talk all this
Okay.
non-ghetto
Oh,
stuff. You
the city
ghetto as I
girl would be
don't know
you.
what.
No, the ghetto girl
She
is you.
Americanized, boy. I
The
Ah,
ghetto
tell
girl
you
you.
is you.
Americanized. Just argumentative,
The
ghetto.
ghetto girl is
God,
you. The
Dang.
dog.
ghetto
Anchor
girl is
baby,
you.
Americanized,
No,
And,
and
you
she
from
hit all
America.
she
No
bro,
wonder
she hit
you
all the
American.
and it's
3
funny because I haven't really been listening to like receiving anything
Them
Meldub is
Nigerians
saying.
that kick
Like
your ass. You as
Meldub is just
America
some
for
random
real. You
idiot, like
angry.
some fruitcake Fox News watcher.
All right,
Meldub,
well,
go
stop
ahead.
calling a man a fruitcake because you said you got gay friends anyway. So why would you be
Yeah.
I'm
disrespectful? This
insane.
is
Oh,
weird.
look at Meldub. Yeah, stop calling
This
him.
is weird though.
Chris,
You
yo,
just said. So
I'm
Yeah.
listen,
married with
this is
kids.
the thing. Hold on, this is the thing that I don't like. Y'all women, some of y'all women be acting like y'all respect the LGBT community like a mug. But anytime when it's time to diss a straight man, y'all use the LGBTQ. Why you do that? That's whack.
No,
And
we
then
love
you go back to hug one of your gay friends like you
First
cool
of
with him
all,
after
because
after you hold on, let me finish. You want to go back to your cool. No, you ain't finna do that. You want to go back to your gay friend and act like y'all cool after you've been using them as a joke this whole time.
Yeah.
Like, damn,
Yeah.
that's the only joke you got is a gay joke.
And
And then when
KB,
I'm
look,
trying to
man.
tell you that that's what you're doing, you want to overtalk that. Don't hug your gay friend tonight because you make it like it's a problem to be gay or something.
Okay, once
Stop
again, you
making
just said.
stop
Go ahead.
making gay references and gay jokes to somebody who married and straight. That's not cool.
Okay, once again.
Once again,
I'm
hell, chill the fuck out with the gay jokes to a straight married man. That's whack.
okay, and once again, because you want
Yeah,
to.
she once again.
Once again, I'm going to
Gotta do
say.
once again because she is
See,
weird,
this
but
is
she
why
know
the
that she
first time
not
because
right.
you
The only
didn't like
thing
how
she
I
got is to
phrased
be
my words.
aggressive. The only
Once
thing she got,
again,
that's her insecurity,
you
is to
want
be
to bring up
aggressive. That's whack. You
It's an
LGBTQ.
insecure as shit,
insecurity.
girl.
LGBTQ people are proud of who they are. You want to you were telling someone last time, don't use the word yeah, gay. I can use the word fruitcake because I believe this man on the panel is an undercover fruitcake. You don't have to like that. Okay?
Wow, she is
Just like I
angry.
Okay,
believe
but
you
if
are
it's
too.
not if it's nothing wrong with being a fruitcake, why use that as a joke in the
Don't
first
well
place?
And
that's how
I
I
believe
choose
you're
to
That don't
I
even
believe
make
you're
no
an
respond.
sense.
anchor.
You
I
sound
believe you're an
dumb.
anchor baby. So we just have so we all right.
And
All right,
that's
I'm
perfectly
a fruitcake.
fine
I'm a
because I don't
fruitcake.
know
Hold
who
on,
you are
hey,
and I don't
Chrissy
give a
O.
damn who you
Chrissy
are.
O. I'm
I
a
don't give a
fruitcake.
damn who
You're an
you
anchor
are.
baby. Okay.
So why
So
would
what
your
does that
opinion? I
accomplish?
don't give a damn who you are.
If
Okay?
she made
So
that
you're an
joke,
anchor baby. So what does that accomplish?
over there to a Nigerian
She
man, they would
knocked
show her a
upside her
Because
damn
fruitcake.
head.
now the sauce
I
is
They'll
know
coming
show
I
out.
her.
know
Them
Nigerian
Nigerian
dudes
men would
too.
have shown her a
Okay, now
fruitcake
because
over
now the
there in
berries,
They
Nigeria.
would
now
have
the
beat
berries,
they would
now
You
have
the
beat
lucky you
berries
were
are
upside their
coming
born
head.
out.
over here in America. You could
Now
talk
the
like that.
berries are coming out. The berries are coming out. The fruit's coming out about that.
So
They
what
would
I'm
have beat
saying
that
is, and you know this
they
to
would
be
have beat
true. Ain't
that
no
weave
need to
off
yell
of
over
her.
this, Chrissy. Hold up. Ain't no need to yell over this. You know this to be true. You yell that to a Nigerian man. Do it over there in Nigeria and watch what will happen.
I'm not listening to
Yeah.
shit you say. You know shit about Nigeria, so whatever. Shut up,
Okay,
Kwame.
I know
They would
Nigerian
have beat
men,
that
and
weave
I've
off of
seen
her.
Nigerian men operate here in America. You know, I live in Atlanta, and they put hands on y'all here in Atlanta. So,
And I
hey,
and you
you
would
ain't calling no Nigerian man no fruitcake.
and
So you can
you
say
would
what you
be and
want.
you would be so embarrassed the way you would see how Nigerian men treat me. Okay, you would be
You
so
would be
embarrassed. You would
embarrassed if
run
you
and
talk to a
hide
Nigerian.
how a
Listen.
Nigerian man treats a
Quit
real
trying
woman.
to over
Why
talk
are you?
what I'm
You
saying.
overtalk
I don't
me.
care. I don't
You
care nothing
cut me
about the
off.
way. I don't care nothing about the way Nigerian men
You'd be
treat you.
embarrassed.
I said that if
You'd be
you called them
embarrassed.
a fruitcake, ma'am, stay on topic. If you called them a fruitcake, How they treat you when you disrespect them is something different than how they treat you when you don't.
And
That's
that's
what I'm saying.
fantastic. Okay, that's good. I'm glad you said that because I would never call Nigerian man a fruitcake because
Thank you. That's all I'm saying. You just
okay,
want to
thank you. I'm
argue.
glad you agree. No, because Nigerian men don't act like this.
Okay,
Okay,
so
they're
can he
men of
finish what? Can he
they're
finish what he's
men.
saying? Listen, just
Yeah,
let him finish what he's
he
saying
could
without
finish
you
his
calling him a
sentence, but let
name.
me finish my sentence.
Go ahead and
They're
finish your sentence.
they're men of culture. I would never say that because Nigerian men don't act like this. So if you now have a rowdy female on the panel, I don't care if you say he's married.
All
There are
right,
many.
cool. You think
There are
he a
many down
female?
low
Let him
men
finish
who are
what he's
married.
saying.
That's
Let
what I
him
said.
finish what he's saying. You think
Hey,
he a
listen.
female? All right, go
Good
ahead,
luck
man.
to you. Good luck to you finding your Nigerian prince.
No,
Now,
well,
with
yeah,
that,
good luck to you coming
with
out the
that being
closet.
said, hold
Hold
on,
on,
now
Chrissy.
you
You say
talk
you're
way
gonna let
too
him
much.
finish. Relax.
Go ahead, coming to America. But now listen. So all I was gonna say is, I went to a Christian secondary institution, and 17% of those students were students who were immigrants. 8% of them came from Nigeria. So a lot of those kids, she's right to a point. They're coming to be doctors and lawyers, and I knew 4 or 5 of them who actually went and did that. They weren't running back to Nigeria. They actually stayed in the United States. They moved to the DC area. They moved to all these different major metropolis areas, and that's what they became, and that's what they did because they found success. And they are so much appreciative at the opportunity that they got here in America that they were deprived in Nigeria, because there's a reason people are immigrating to the United States and not immigrating to Nigeria. Now, if Chrissy O disagrees with that, if she talks about being a research person, then KB, she should be able to send a link to you right now to prove that more Americans are going to Nigeria than Nigerians are coming to America, because that's what it means to be a research person. So I'm just going to say all this, man. Listen, whatever people got to say, their anger shows, their argument gets lost. Chrissy O, you're welcome for my taxpayers funding your education. You're welcome for my government giving you an opportunity at an education and a place to live. You're welcome for all of those great things that America has given you to be an anchor baby here in the United States to benefit from what we have. Salute, KB. Thanks for having me up, bro.
Get your fruitcake ass off the panel, bitch.
Salute, man. She steady got a curse. I don't think she really Nigerian. They real respectful people and
Get your
mannerable.
fruitcake ass on. Yeah, salute to
Look at her,
that.
man. She got to keep cursing. I guess that's what
You
Nigerians
could
do.
never afford a Nigerian
You
woman,
just
Mel. Come
talked about
on.
people being ghetto, and you sound more
You can
ghetto than
never afford a
everybody on the
Nigerian
panel.
girl. Keep it moving, Mel.
Why are you being
All right,
ghetto
Mel
though? You
lost.
supposed to be representing Nigeria. You being
Okay,
ghetto.
just move
Chrissy
along.
O,
You
what
don't
did you
know
become?
that
You
yet.
one of them low grade Nigerians. You ain't even
You
a doctor, a lawyer, or nothing.
okay.
What you do?
You don't. Oh, you know Nigerians are doctors and lawyers. Good for you.
Of course. My homeboy that's a Nigerian, he's a chiropractor. What do you
Okay.
do?
What's his name?
I'm not gonna tell you. Well, what do you
What's his
do?
first? What's his first name?
I'm not gonna tell you. I just said that already, but you're acting slow. But what do you
What? You
do?
don't want to tell me his first name?
I just said I'm not gonna tell you that for the third time. Do you know how conversations work? You've
I did that.
asked me
I
something
actually
three
did that on
times and I told
purpose.
you no.
I did that on purpose because you were asking me the same question over and over again earlier.
But I
That's why.
answer your questions though. You keep going down long ass diatribes that you just want to finish saying a whole bunch of nothing so you can
Learning a
hear
new
yourself
word.
talk. I answered your question very directly. I'm not going to tell you that. The
Did you
difference
not?
between a pretend man and a real man, I'm going to be direct with you.
Did you not just understand when I said that as a joke? I
It
heard
don't
you.
matter if you said it
I
as a
heard
joke.
you
The
all
joke is
three
on you.
times
I
saying
said
I'm
it
not going
3
to tell
times
you.
very directly. You're asking the same
And
thing. You
I
said it as
heard
a
you. I
child.
was imitating you.
You're not imitating me. I asked you the same question
It went over your
because you
head.
were being
Whatever.
belligerent and
Okay.
saying a
Anyways.
bunch of nonsense.
Oh my gosh, is Gil going live later, man? What's going on, man? Because
I
this
don't
is
know,
getting
but
fun.
if that's what you waiting on, that's what you waiting on. You don't
I
got to
am
keep
waiting on
saying
it,
all that
man.
on this panel.
Yeah, get Mel.
Like
Yeah, thank you.
you
Goodbye.
showed
Salute
your
to you, Mel
you
Loss.
showing your educational level. It's
Okay,
not
yes,
very
sir.
high.
I got it. I mean, if that's your
We have a
opinion,
new
so
person on the
blessed.
panel. Are you going to be quiet enough so I can address the new person that's on the panel, or are you just going to
Yeah,
keep
of
talking?
course. I'll be quiet.
All right. So of course means you don't need to ad lib. What's up, 2 Cent?
Hey man, how's it going? Yeah, I'm gonna let you know right now. You might know, but I don't think you really know what you're dealing with. Yeah, first of all, she's not the type of Nigerian that with the ashy feet, carrying a bucket of water and fly. No. She was an anchor over here. She probably in Houston, And you don't, and I'm just guessing. her arrogance and pompous behavior. I already know them. See, I'm ex-military. I've been to a lot of these countries, and none of them could thumb their nose up to me because they know I know. Most of these Americans, they don't. But I'm telling you, you'll see nothing but nose hairs. Houston is the mecca of Nigerians. So get that straight. You know how different pockets of national. Frisco is Indian. That's where they come with the H-1B visas. You got different places in like New York and California for like Asians. This is the mecca. Ask her where she's from. I guarantee you she could probably tell you she's from Houston because I can tell how she acting. She is not going to.
If I can answer your question, yeah, I'll tell you where I'm from. I don't know if you heard earlier, but I'm from Boston, but I live in DC, and you are correct. Houston is the most populated city for Nigerians. I love Houston. I will be in Houston next week. It's popping out there. My Nigerian people out there, and correct. But go ahead.
Yeah, it's much love. I mean, look, I know with the Nigerians, they're very good and successful there. That is the story. But you got certain places, we call it like the Mecca, like Atlanta, Detroit for Black people, African American FBAs and stuff. They get it popping in certain areas. And that just so happened to be, you got a Houston type of Nigerian behavior. And I can tell you got that American stuff in you. But
she's just American. Them Nigerians is educated. They put together. They'll scam the shit out you. Some of them, but because I ain't gonna say about all of them, but some of them will take your whole everything. And some of them just as ghetto as us Americans. So I don't understand why she used the word ghetto, because you can see the way she's representing herself up here, and it doesn't say class to me.
Oh, to you. Oh, interesting. Thank you, Bust.
Well, that doesn't show class either, but way to prove my point.
Yeah, you show a lot of class.
Yeah, you see, I be careful when I give Nigerians credit and Indians and stuff.
I appreciate you.
It's not all of them. Is that I wouldn't trust a Nigerian if their tongue came notarized, because I know I know the culture, and they even know. They'll say about it. They don't really trust each other. Yeah, and they got this thing, this divisive thing that they do is some like Edo and the Igbo. It's crazy. I stay in San Antonio. I know I got a lot of African friends.
So 2 cents. Let me ask you this. So I was right when I said to her that the Nigerians will treat her like an American, right?
Oh, yes.
Okay, so she argued that point, and she knew I was telling the truth.
Right.
2 cents. I know you're good.
Drag. They see these Nigerians. They know who to do it to. Look, I don't care if you upper class or lower class. They know that man they knocking them across the head for a lack of a better term. She know that, but once you get here, and it's not, you go to jail for it, they kind of slow it down. So you ain't seeing a lot of taking off the flip-flops over here and beat that woman down. But we know what you do. So that's what I'm saying. I'm like, they come in with thumb in their nose. They got that whole thing, how they taking woman's coochie stuff and stuff.
Well, 2 cents, you have a lot to learn. You do have a lot to learn. You are correct.
Trust me, I've learned enough about you that I don't want to have nothing to do with you.
Okay,
y'all
that's
abandoned
good.
us.
So
Y'all
once you
abandoned
know-
us with slavery. I don't care what they do over there. You sent these people, never even try to rescue anybody. I ain't never had no African scholarship fund for me or for my community.
And that's great, 2 cents. And that's
you
great.
over here to steal and take.
And that's
I
great,
get
2
it.
cents, as long as you know where you stand, because Nigerians don't want anything to do with you either. So once you know that, hold on, because I'm going to go now. So once you know that, if you feel a way about them, at least you are aware of their success close to the area that you say you know. So you assumed I was from Houston. I'm not from Houston. So if you feel that way, because you're saying, oh, they don't trust each other. Actually, that is incorrect. Africans are more together than people here. You talking, that's the reason why these type of groups like FBA, which Kwame, I've heard you reference them and say that you don't care about them, which I'm happy I heard you say that, because you can't speak about other Black units when you guys cannot get it together.
Don't bring me in your conversation about another man and don't speak for me. You don't know what I care about.
Okay,
Thank
anyways,
you.
can I thank you? Go ahead. Now I'm referencing, like I said, I'm referencing something that I heard you say on your panel. So
But I don't got nothing to do with this back and forth. Quit
I
putting
didn't
me
say
in
you
that
have
shit.
anything to, oh my God, shit. I didn't say you have anything to do with this.
I'm being quiet, but you use Kwame name, and I heard you say, let Kwame
Okay,
say what I'm gonna
girl.
say. I don't want no goddamn detractor with long fingers speaking for me. Let me say what I said. If I said it, then I said it on video. Let them go research and find it. Don't you say shit about what Kwame said.
Okay, well, I'm sorry. I don't mean to reference a drunk like you. So, right. So I'm going to finish. I apologize, Kwame. Now, 2 cents.
I
If
don't
you,
care about your little insults. You
oh,
get
girl.
any woman who pH balance is off like yours and could have BV, I'm not concerned with.
Okay, and any man that wants to grab a cake from a random couple and throw it up to the point where the couple came after you, I don't want to be with that either. Okay,
Ma'am,
now
you
let me
talking about
finish.
something in my 20s. Grow up, ma'am.
I
You
don't.
getting
You don't
banged
like my
out by two
rebuttals.
men in your 40s. What is
You don't
wrong
like
with
my
you?
rebuttals. I
Your
can take yours. You can't
your
handle mine.
rebuttals are slow. You talking about something in 2006. I'm talking about something that's going on in 2026. You in rotation in 2026,
Okay,
man fingers.
fine. That's
Spirit
okay.
fingers. You're in
Spirit fingers.
rotation.
I will
Spirit
be
fingers.
spirit.
Spirit fingers. You're in rotation in 2026 with no commitment. You're losing. You're not married. You're single, getting banged out by two different dudes. Shut it up already.
And that's how I know you're losing because you had to mute my mic to say that because you can't
Have
handle
to
the truth.
mute you because I think it's rude to talk at the same time. We have to get the content. You yelling while I'm talking is not a good thing. You
Okay.
go, I go. That's the way it works. You're
Okay,
a
fine.
loser. You're losing. You're not one of those Nigerians that should be proud. You're getting banged out by two American men with no commitment. Shut up, loser.
And you're jealous because I have
I'm not
culture.
jealous. I don't like
Oh,
fingers
now
that's
you
longer
want to
than
go back and
mine.
forth? Let's
Stop
go
it.
back
I'm
and
not
forth.
jealous.
Let's
I don't
go
want
back and
fingers that's
forth
longer than
then.
mine on my back.
Why would
I'll
I?
end
And
up
I'm
fighting
happy
you
to
on the
hear that.
accident. I'll end
You're
up fighting on the
jealous.
accident. I don't want
You're
those long
jealous
fingers on my
because
back.
you have no
I'm not.
culture and you are a bust. Okay, you're
I'm not.
jealous.
And listen,
You are. You are
if a
jealous.
bus pay, what
You're jealous.
Nigerian? See, this is why I know you're not Nigerian. I made 12 million over 4 years, and you call that a bus. I don't think one Nigerian man would agree with you. Thank you, sweetheart.
Okay, and you got all that money and nothing to show for it today. You're a
Oh
bust.
man, why you want to argue with me? Don't get mad at me. Don't get triggered,
No, don't
sweetheart.
say something
You
to
was
me and expect
talking
me
to
to be
a whole nother
quiet.
man. Why you keep talking to me? You was
No, you're
talking
gonna.
to a whole nother
No,
man.
if
Oh,
you throw a
listen.
diss at me,
The
if you
only
throw a
thing
diss
I
at
asked
me,
you not to do, the only thing I asked you not to do was say that Kwame said. That's all I asked you. And you're so rude. You keep wanting to argue with
yeah,
me.
the only thing you said
All
is
I
don't
asked
say
you
that.
does not say what Kwame said.
If you throw a diss at
Let
me, I'm
them
gonna
go
throw
watch
one
the
back.
video. Just chill out.
If you throw, then this is the reason why you throw a diss at
Just
me.
talk about what we
Um,
was talking about. We was talking about Nigerians.
I'm
Relax.
going to respond.
You responding to nothing. All I did
You throw a
respectfully is
diss at
ask you
me.
not to do that.
If you
Just
throw a
don't say
diss
Kwame said anything. I can
if
speak for
you
myself.
throw a diss at me, I'm going to
Ma'am, I
throw one
didn't throw no
back.
diss at you,
Yes,
ma'am.
you
I
did. Okay,
said,
don't worry.
okay, can
Don't
I
worry.
tell you what happened? I
I will
never
talk
threw a
about this
diss.
later
I
tonight on
never
another panel. Don't
listen.
worry, I got you. I'll
Okay,
talk
I
about this
never.
later.
Okay,
Gil,
can you
get
stop?
ready. I'll talk
Can you
about this
stop?
later.
All right, can you stop? God damn. I never threw a diss. This girl is slow. I asked you simply to don't say Kwame said I have nothing to do with this. And you kept going. But I heard you say that this and that. I said, okay, well, if you heard me say it, it's on video. You don't gotta try to throw that in there about FBA and Kwame said shit. If I said it, go get the video. You don't gotta say nothing I said. And you could have kept going on your merry way. But you want to argue. You don't know how to have intelligent conversations. You're not one of those Nigerians that overachieve. You a run-of-the-mill bottom feeder Nigerian that like to argue with niggas because you think you just a little bit above them. You like
You
one
could
of those white,
you
you
could
one of those
never even
chud. No,
afford
I got a
me.
trigger, y'all. She can't
No,
stop.
you could never
I ain't done yet. She one of them chud, the builder ass white boys that ain't trying to be the president. They low life ass arguing with niggas. That's who you are. It's Nigerians out there becoming doctors and lawyers, and they
you don't
not
know
arguing.
shit.
Don't come off, Mike. Don't come off mute. I ain't done yet. We
You
being
know
respectful.
nothing.
We being respectful. We having an educated conversation. I ain't
You
done
know
talking to you.
nothing.
We're not doing that. I got her triggered in the Show us
You
you a
know
real
not
Nigerian. No. Show us you a real Nigerian. Show respect. You
I'm
said
not
you
sure.
ain't ghetto. You ain't ghetto. You not ghetto. We not gonna have you overtake the mic like that being ghetto. No. KB losses over my ass. It's my show. I can never lose. You're gonna be silent while I'm talking. You're not going to overtalk me. That's it. You're not one of those doctor, lawyer, motherfucking Nigerians. So quit coming up here acting like that. You're PR at best. Anybody can do that. So stop coming up here talking like you above somebody. Nobody trying to hear that bullshit. You got advantages off American tax dollars.
Talk too
Show
much.
show some motherfucking respect. You got American tax dollars money to benefit you and your family. Shut your damn mouth and show some gratitude to America. That's it. That's all. Damn what
Okay.
you was talk. No, you ain't gonna overtalk me.
Oh my God.
Another America to another America. You ain't gonna overtalk me. Now that I know you don't like America, fuck that. We ain't trying to hear your bullshit. America got you to where you are. You don't want to show no respect. You don't want to let me talk. You want to sit over here and act like you better than somebody when you a run of the mill, bottom feeder, goddamn Nigerian. You ain't a doctor. You ain't a lawyer. You ain't a surgeon. You get on panels and argue about Kwame Brown. Don't come over here and try to act like you Nigerian and I just bust your ass out that you are American. You are an American, young lady. Now I'm gonna let you talk without interruption because I don't have to be a rude jackass like you.
Okay, don't worry. I'm going to say everything I need to say later. And what I'm going to say to you now is that, first of all, Kwame, you are the last person for me to take any list. No Nigerian would even ever listen to a word that you say. Half alone Black Americans out here, all right? So you want to talk about a country you know nothing about.
I almost married a
Absolutely.
Nigerian. You wrong.
When you
She had
never
a
married
big
her, no
old butt
Nigerian
too.
woman would. You said you're going to be quiet.
What? She was bald headed. That's
You
why I
said
liked her.
you,
She
okay.
was unique. She was a bald head, cute little thick thing too. Boy, I'm talking
Okay,
about
well,
man.
that's good, but
She
she
was out there
didn't.
in California,
Oh my
bald head,
God.
cute. My
See, now
brother
you,
said it on live one day. She
oh
talking
my
about that
God. See,
girl
now you're
came
going
up.
to
You
cut
talking
over
about
me.
Kwame said he loved it me.
Okay, that's great. Well, Kwame, don't worry. I'm
Yeah,
just,
so don't you ever talk that shit about me. She was a
okay, well,
bald headed
no
Nigerian. And I liked
Nigerian
her because
woman wants
I could rub her
anything to
bald
do with
ass head
you.
and she was happy to
You
be bald.
cannot. Okay,
You
good. Let
one
me
of them
speak.
scary ass insecure
Are you going
Nigerians.
to let me see? You didn't even stick to what you just said. I'm gonna let you
Yeah,
talk.
but
You
you
just didn't
tried to
say.
say about shit you didn't know nothing about. I had a
No, but you
bald
said
head
you wanted the
Nigerian in
whole thing,
California. She was
the
beautiful
whole
too, boy.
diatribe you just
Thicker
went
than a
on.
sneaker, black as hell all over, but one
Okay,
spot.
can I?
Ooh.
Okay, can I speak now?
Well, as long as you don't bring me up, you bring
No,
me
no,
up in a
no, no,
lie,
no,
I'm gonna
no. I
defend
need to
myself.
respond. I'm not gonna
And
be.
she looked way better than
You're
you.
not
She had
about to try
smooth
to
skin. Woo,
judge
woo.
how
She
I
had
speak on
smooth
this
skin.
panel. Okay, thank you. You're not about to correct how I speak on this panel. You could not afford a Nigerian woman. That's why you're not with one.
Oh, she
Nigerian
gave
women.
me money. What you talking about?
Okay.
She was
Oh my
rich.
God, Kwame, can you
What you
respond to
talking
what I
about? That
say?
girl was
No,
you
let
wait a
me
minute.
say,
Hold
and
on,
then you
hold on,
can.
hold on. You right, you
Okay.
right. I can't afford no Nigeria because I'm one of them. Nigga, she had plenty of money. What you talking about?
Okay. All right, Kwame. Well, anyways, like I was
Just because
saying.
you one of them broke Nigerians that want a man to take care of you. No, she was one of them
First of all,
had money
Kwame,
Nigerian women.
first of all, Kwame, I would never give
You
you
one of
money.
them broke ass
I would
Nigerian women,
never
ain't it?
give you money. And
Who?
what
Well,
you're
yeah, you'll
trying to,
never talk to a nigga like me then.
no, I would never. Absolutely, honey.
Oh, of course not.
You're
That's why I
criminal.
wouldn't let you sit. That's why I wouldn't let
No,
your
I
big
don't worry.
hand
I
ass
know
sit on
about
my
your
lap.
past. I would
That's
never.
why I wouldn't let you sit on my lap right there.
Okay. Well, no, I know about your past. I would never talk to you.
Well, I don't give a
Um,
fuck what you think you know.
okay.
But
So
that
like,
Nigerian, she was way sexier than you. She act like a
okay.
woman
So
too.
like I
Hey,
was
look
saying.
here. I miss her now that I'm thinking
Oh
about it
my
because she
God.
made good
Okay. So you're
food.
not going to let me talk. I have to talk elsewhere because
I'm
I
just
tried on
saying,
your
you
panel.
brought it up. You made me think about that Nigerian woman.
Okay, well, you have to keep calm. Keep calm. So, like I was saying, you could never afford one, and no one gives a
I
fuck,
ain't finna pay for
especially
nail woman. Fuck what you talking about.
me. I'm the last person that gives a fuck about what you.
Love
Let
don't
me not
cost a
curse.
thing.
Let me not curse. I'm the last person that gives a damn about what you're talking about. Now, you could never stand next to a Nigerian woman. You don't have what it takes,
You can't
Kwame.
stand
Okay,
next to those Nigerian women. You have
you
to
don't
get in
have
the
what it
line with us
takes.
men.
You don't have what it takes, Kwame. So I'm just telling you right now, you could
Well,
say
that ain't
what you
what she
want.
said. She said,
Well,
never mind.
you, okay. Well, you could say what you'd like because you try to bait me and you think I'm just going to go off or, honey, I'm very, very, very well to do. I do well in
Have
my
you ever
career.
seen a Nigerian woman that's kind of
Oh my
short with
God.
a
Can you
bald head
ask
with a thick
questions?
caboose?
You
She
see,
was
now you're being
short,
rude.
bald head with a thick
Kwame, now
caboose.
you're being
Ooh.
rude. You're being
She had that
ignorant. I'm
real
trying to
low
talk.
haircut, like kind of waves too. She was
Now you're
fine than a
being
mother.
rude while I'm talking.
All right, go ahead.
Like I said, You could not stand next to one, and I don't care about your opinion about a group of
Damn sure
people.
got behind one.
Okay, but I don't care about your opinion about a nationality of people who have such rich, deep culture that you will never be a part of, Kwame. Okay, I know you're jealous
I
of
was all
me.
up in y'all culture. I was all
Shut
up
up.
in y'all culture.
Let me finish. Thank you. I don't mind the going back and forth, but you have to be fair. See, we could do it like this. But me, Kwame, first of all, you're jealous and you're mad because I'm a woman who doesn't take your bullshit. I do well. I'm intelligent.
Are
I have
you?
I don't even have to say, why did I even just say that? I don't even have to say that. We're done. Like, now I'm falling for bait here. I don't have to take anything you say seriously. I never have, because I would like you to learn more, study more. You're not the best person to have a conversation about culture, Kwame. Okay? So there are going to be people who have their opinions about Nigerians,
You ain't
Jamaicans,
even
this
never
and that.
cooked no Nigerian food online. This girl used to come to my house and cook Nigerian food.
I've
I done ate y'all
never
culture.
cooked
I done ate
Nigerian.
y'all culture. I ate your culture, ma'am. She
Okay.
cooked food in my house
I
from
you
your
know,
culture. I ate
let,
it.
let me tell you something, Kwame. Let me tell you something. The people I met, the people I know, even a stranger, if they were Nigerian, the second we find out each other is Nigerian, there's an immediate, instant bond and connection. You guys share that heritage. I don't have to know your family. I don't have to know where you live. We have that in common because we know we grew up the same, under the same type of parents and the same type of rules and values. Okay. So if you want to talk about me, my pH balance, my whether I am a doctor, whether I became a lawyer, whether I am a chiropractor, I'm one of those Nigerian girls, okay, that went into media. There are many Nigerians that work in media. I'm pretty sure you might know a couple that are analysts on
Yeah, they all
CN.
freaks. They freak it in a motherfucker. I don't know if you a freak or not, but all the girls I ran into that was in media, they was in there to meet men. I'm talking about they aggressive too. They like to take something. That's
Okay.
why. That's why I was nervous about you. If I had to be honest, all the Nigerian women I met that was in media and working in males dominant spaces, they act like
Mhm.
men. They act just
Okay.
like men. I'm telling you, they was
Okay.
aggressive as shit. They pick men like a man would pick a woman. I just want to fuck him tonight, and that's what y'all do.
Okay. Do
Some,
you?
not all. I'm not talking about all now. I don't know them all. The ones I come across. Go ahead, man.
Okay. All right. Well, that's you have your opinion. I'm not going to change it.
Hey, Miss
All I'm
Prince.
All I'm going
Oh,
to tell
go.
you, all I'm going to tell you is get educated on the many Nigerians that live around you. Very great people. We are very welcoming. We're very loving. The most beautiful women in the world are African women, not just Nigerian, African women. Most men know this already. If people want to be, what are those boys called? Backpack boys or whatever the hell. They go to Ghana and West Africa and South Africa to.
Passport.
Thank you, thank you. Passport boys that want
But
to
how
go
come
to.
she don't act like you? Like she just seemed like she don't act like you. Like she was like really from
You know what?
Nigeria. Like she just
I
like she hold on, like she just really came here. So she was back then she was only talking about like cultural stuff. And I really appreciated some of the stuff she showed me because she brought her culture with her and it was different. She was like calming, peaceful. She would make
I'm
little teas and herbs and stuff like that and
Yeah.
she would like help me. She would talk confident, like, why don't you sound like she does?
I love that you're interrupting me to bring up a Nigerian woman that is on your mind. That's what's up.
No, I'm saying
That
she don't sound like you. She was in Nigeria longer than you. You never been there, but you visited.
I've never been there, but I visited.
Yeah,
Okay.
but you visited. So I had to change that. But you
You
Okay.
visited.
meant live. You meant
Yeah,
live.
she lived there. She's part of the culture. She was engulfed in the culture
So
of
she was
Nigeria.
probably born there, raised
Yeah.
there. I have lived in Nigeria. I have lived in
She was
Nigeria.
way more caring and patient and respectful.
That's
You always
fantastic.
no,
I
I'm
love
saying
that.
like if I was talking, she would never be talking while I'm talking. And then she would always be like, she would always say thank you. She would always be so polite. She would always be helpful. Like, why are you not like that?
Yeah, because her and I have had different experiences with you. Okay.
No, I'm not talking about with me. She was like that with every guy. She was
Okay.
just
Well,
nice.
You saw her in person. You know her. You were around her. You have not been around me, so you don't know what you're talking about. If
Well,
I
she would never come up here and talk like this, like aggressive, like you are, fast, like you're doing, and she just didn't talk like you.
I love that. But any man that I date is automatically going to be engulfed in my culture, the food we eat, the things I do, the clothes I wear. The
You
I
don't know your culture, I don't think, because the way that
okay,
you
well,
come. No, I'm just saying the way that you come across is not like feminine at all, and she exuded femininity.
well, other men beg to differ, but go ahead.
Other men probably having sex with you, so that's the only thing they
No, no,
find
no. I'm
feminine
not talking
about
about
you.
men that I'm dealing with. I'm not talking about that
What are you talking
because
about?
I'm talking about my male friends. Actually, men I admire, men I
Your
love. Men
male friends? How would your
me-
friends know about your femininity? What the
what
fuck?
you sound like an idiot. How would
I
my
didn't.
male
I'm
friends
talking about
know?
people that you dated and people that you talk like.
You
Why
don't
are
have
you
to
talking?
date. Oh, you don't have to date a man for a man to know your femininity. It's something that you exude.
You don't exude that. You exude
Well, that's your
aggression.
opinion, but
I might want to go 2 rounds with your motherfucking ass. If we had a different president, I'd have to identify and get in the ring with your motherfucking ass the way you
okay.
talk to
Well,
me.
I've been told that I have great energy. They love
You've
being
been
around
told
me.
lies by friends you was having sex with. We all know niggas do
Well,
that. You just don't know.
I just
You
thought
just
you
ain't
should.
you ain't pick up on the game.
You
Had you
know
had
what?
sex with
I'm
one of those
being
friends?
very fair on your panel
Let
because
me
I
ask
listen.
you, have you had sex with that friend that told you that?
No, 5 minutes ago, I was saying something. You cut me off to talk about a woman you remember.
I'm
I
asking questions. You said it's
okay,
good if we
hold
go back
on,
and
because
forth.
I don't want to keep getting cut off no matter what I say. This is not a good
No,
panel
it's
for me
not
to be
about cut
around.
off. We want to go back and forth because you just gonna
No, no,
filibuster
no.
the
In
whole
order to go
time.
back and forth, you can't cut me off. This is the reason why I have to talk
But you gotta
elsewhere.
answer questions. You answered
No,
it,
but
so
you
move
have to
on. You
let
didn't
people
have sex with him. Go ahead.
finish.
Go ahead. You didn't have sex with the friend that lied to you. Go ahead.
Yes, you cut me off earlier to talk about something, a
You must
woman
have
you
had sex
remember.
with the other friend and he was hoping he was next. That's what I
Okay,
think it is.
okay. Then well, you cut me off earlier to talk about a woman you remember, and
Oh,
I
you
let
stuck
you.
on this woman. You getting jealous. The
Okay,
green-eyed monster of jealousy.
I'm trying to make a point here.
You jealous because she
My
was a
point,
small,
no.
thick, bald head,
Okay,
both
okay.
chocolate mother.
This
Ooh,
nigga want to
Lord.
clown now.
She looks
Okay,
Nigerian for real. Like she was fine. I ain't never seen a bald head girl that I like.
okay.
That's
Well,
why I
the
say it ain't men that
Nigerian
care about
women
that hair shit.
were very
I'm
beautiful
saying it
women.
ain't men that care about that hair shit. I was with a bald head.
Okay, that's great. We get it. Nigerian women are very beautiful. We get it.
They damn so stunning. Like their facial
Oh
features.
my
What the fuck
God.
happened to you though?
Okay, so like I was saying here, now you cut me off, no more cutting off. You, sir, could not be with a Nigerian woman because you're not ready for our culture. You wouldn't be able to handle it. Before you get married to a Nigerian woman, you have to meet her brothers, her father. What do you have? What do you have a dowry to give to the family? This is a real deal. The same way we do it, they do it in India. It's a big deal. It's a 3-day thing, a wedding.
You
So
know, I
you
just wanted to have sex, right? I didn't give a damn about all that you
Oh
was
my
talking about.
God.
What is
Okay,
wrong with
well,
you?
no, not what's wrong with you. What's wrong with you? Get to learning about culture, sir.
I was
Okay.
all in your culture.
Okay, that's you were in my culture, but you weren't in my culture necessarily the right way. Now I
I
see
wasn't trying to
here.
marry no Nigerian woman. They wasn't gonna let me marry her anyway. I wasn't for to wait around for the male dove treatment. I got mine. I was gone.
Okay, okay. Well, I don't know what the Mel loss treatment is, but I know that you have people who have come up here. I'm not going to entertain any hood booger comments or questions
You
from
the
the.
biggest hood booger up here.
Excuse
You
me.
from Texas, hood
You are
booger?
the biggest baby up here. Can I
Man,
finish?
listen, you probably a bopper from Texas up here
The,
pretending like you a
First of
Nigerian.
all, you
I'm
are a
gonna have the
bopper.
gloves come off on your ass. You was a
Sidewalk
bopper from
nigga.
Texas.
You are the bopper here, sir.
Look at the way you act. You Americanized like a motherfucker.
Honey, stop being
There's
jealous of
nothing
me.
Nigerian about
You
you.
want
That
to be
woman,
just like me. Stop it.
no, you want to be just like
Yes.
me.
No, you want to be like me. Oh, you don't got
Oh
this, Christy. Do you
shit.
have this as a Nigerian girl? Do you got that? You think you this, Christy. You think you that.
No, I've
I'm
been with
all
a
that,
real
Kwame.
Nigerian woman, so I
Yeah,
damn sure don't
I'm
want to be
all
like
that,
you.
Kwame. I am all that, okay? And extra
Hmm?
and more. I'm
You
all
all
that.
that.
You damn right.
You sound like LeBron James. You the
What?
king. You the king.
No, no, no. I said I'm all that.
I'm just saying, that Nigerian woman that was short, bald head. Oh my God.
Hey, KB, I had one of them bald head things too, man. I know exactly.
Man, that's the first time she made me think about it. I'm reminiscing now.
Yeah.
Okay, that's
I didn't
nice.
want to knock it down a little bit, but yeah, I got a different view of them. And then you're exactly right. They are some beautiful women. But when I was in Bahrain and Dubai, yeah,
Oh,
they
I
were
want to go to
pressed up in them
Bahrain.
hotels. They were pressed up in them hotels ran by Indian person, and they just say they doing pay to play. And that was my first experience with even meeting African people, bro. It's like that all over the country. And nobody look, they selling their daughters and doing all this kind of crazy stuff. Look, ain't none of them. You ain't worthy of getting a knife. I don't want one. At the end of the day, yeah, play with. That's all.
Honey, they don't
I
want to be
damn
with you
sure
either.
play.
You
You
probably
understand
could.
what I'm saying? 2 cents. I like the 2 cents
afford them
today,
either.
boy.
They don't want you either, honey.
No,
Like,
no,
what?
no. You got to.
But I
So, Chrissy, he's saying that the Nigerians do that pay for play. Is that true?
Around the country.
Okay,
Yep.
you want to talk
I done
about
had
Nigerians.
multiple offers.
You want to talk about individuals,
No,
that
we
would
saying that they saying basically that they making Nigerian woman into little sex, you know what I'm saying, worker, basically.
I don't know who that woman is. I'm not Nigerian thinking she's a woman. Women do different things. Okay? I don't know if she's Nigerian, where she was in Bahrain or wherever. Women around the world do different things, just like women in this country, how they be out here. So it's kind of whether your culture, your nationality, if a woman is doing something, you can't speak. That can't speak for all Nigerians.
No,
KB, you know who else
that would be
bad?
asinine to say all. Nobody. That's not the conversation. I'm just saying a lot of these places. Man, it was a pipeline. It was the Russians, and it was a lot of the.
Okay.
And when you get closer to us, it was the South American people. I mean, it's like you think slavery is something. No, man, they doing all kind of things with that pay for play. Man, I feel bad because I was like in my 20s, and I was like, man, that was called S trafficking. And they sitting up here talking all this stuff, knowing for damn well they sister and stuff. They do anything for a visa for the family to get over here and send the money back. See, I know you been in Houston. You can play with me and play with them. You just need to go touch back down and get your arrogance back up. Because they would never. The Nigerian women I know, they would never. But
I don't need to play with anybody. I just need to be me.
That's not Nigerian. You know it's not. It's not your decorum.
That's not Nigerian. This is a non-Nigerian telling me what's Nigerian.
No, I'm
Honey,
saying. Yeah, that's fun. That's funny. I can tell you how a white man
very
acted too. I can tell you how white. Don't get it twisted. I'm saying to you, what you're doing, I'm just saying is different and out of bounds from the Nigerian women that are middle class to upper class. What you going back and forth with the potty mouth and stuff? He's right, Kwame right. That ain't how they do. Coming out of your mouth, I don't even know how you look.
Okay, I'm gonna tell you 2 cents. That everything you're saying now is all great in your mind. I don't care the other Nigerian women you know. I don't care if you like it, if you don't like the words I'm using, if you don't like how I'm saying it. I'm going to do it because that's my choice, okay? So I don't care about your marks, your grading scale, your Nigerian women grading scale. I don't care coming from a bunch of people who think they know, but they don't know.
I'm
All
calling
right. You also came up here just like Mel Dub and mispronounced another name of a tribe. So that's why I kind of put myself
like you
on mute and
said,
laugh.
Stephen A. The words of Stephen A. Smith. We don't care.
Touche, honey. Damn right. Who else is up here? What else is going on? Because goodness gracious, you need to travel more. Just that's my only advice is to travel more. You got to travel more. Nigerian
How you
women.
gonna tell somebody that was in the military to travel more? Like, what are you talking about?
Nigerian women are the bomb, man.
Babe, how you gonna tell somebody to travel more that was in the military that's telling
Imagine
you how
going
he
to
know
somebody's
these people?
house and telling them that
When you're
Like, what are you
traveling,
talking
don't just
about?
stay up in the hotel. No.
No.
So a military man stay up in the hotel? What are you
I'm
talking
saying
about?
don't just stay up and go walk around the city and then, oh, I'm going to go to this restaurant. No,
Okay,
actually
he was in the military. What part of that don't you understand?
no, what don't you understand by just because you're in the military?
Oh Lord.
Some people in the military, like Tamika, she actually took the time to know what was going on in the agriculture in Cape Town,
You
South
only
Africa.
saying that because you agree with her.
There
What are
are
you talking
no,
about?
you agree with people too. There are people who go to different cultures but come back
Oh.
here and don't know shit.
So you saying he don't know shit? He one of them military men that just sit up in the room. Just because you saying that he one of those military, even though you don't know him, he one of those military men that sit up in the room.
Not sit up in the room, but he's one of those military men that don't know shit about Nigeria.
Okay,
No,
you're right.
okay. Well, I get what you're saying, but you will believe a woman on how to action get down over a man. And even the hotels, I'm telling it wasn't like I had to stay in one. I was on the ship. So I went back, but I'm saying it was like a brothel type of deal. I'm talking
Well,
about
when I
walk to the
mentioned the
door, the
hotel, I
man
wasn't
opened
talking
the
about
door,
you.
and you
I
see
didn't mean you.
Nigerians, and I ain't saying all Nigerians like that, but everywhere we went, they pipelined them into somewhere around us. I was like, man, look at this, bro. That's crazy. That's crazy. But no woman, no military woman know about how a man get down on when they own liberty. No, you need to come to talk to somebody like me. I'll tell you what that is and what they was doing out there selling their body like they selling bracelets. Get out of here.
You should see the body selling I'll be seeing out here in DC. But anyways, okay. Thank you for that 2 cents.
Yeah, you already know. I ain't telling you nothing that you don't know. You know
No, there's
what your
nothing you
people
can tell me.
do.
Yeah, there's nothing not about my
Yeah.
culture that I don't know.
No. We were just talking about yours. We got bad stuff going on here. We know about the
Absolutely.
fraternity fraud and how you do fake licensings and stuff. They come over here. That's why I disregard all them Nigerian doctors and nurses. They come over here. I worked in the hospital. I'm like, how'd you get your license? Because they know how to do. I ain't saying all of them frauds, but y'all just do a lot of fraud stuff. So your reputation supersedes you with your actions and what you do. That's why nobody
make sure
wants
you don't go up to
Nigerians in
Well,
their
let me
country.
ask you this. Let me ask you this, 2 cents. Let me ask you this before she cut you off. Why is she up here telling everybody they ratchet and they ghetto like they beneath them if she know the behaviors of her culture?
Masculine energy.
Oh, it's because, trust me, her daddy's a Nigerian prince and she's
Hi,
the daughter.
Mickey. Hi, Mickey. Fruitcake Mickey. Hi. Sorry, 2
Hi, how are
cents.
you?
Hold
fantastic.
on now. If you want respect and you want people to listen to you, let's not interrupt him to read the chat. Go ahead, 2 cents,
I
please.
wasn't reading any chat, idiot.
All right, whatever you was doing, let's not interrupt 2 cents. Thank you.
I was responding to someone.
Mickey was about to say something. I'll let it go because what I was saying, it wasn't productive in the first place about what she said. I'm like,
No,
yeah.
it was just a question that I asked. I just want to know, why does she have this arrogant attitude? Why is all this going
How
on?
would he know? How
Okay,
would he
you did
know?
ask me
Stupid
that. Yeah, he
question.
did ask me that. No, just for me personally, that what
She
I
knows
just
what's going on with her culture. She says
yeah.
she's a Nigerian. She know a Nigerian. So why would she act like she don't know what's going on and she talking down to Americans when she know her people get down with the bullshit too?
Shout
That
out to
song where all that scamming ass bitches ass.
Oh yeah. Oh,
Maybe
there
they're
goes
all
City Girl.
Nigerian. I don't
There
know.
goes City Girl Kwame. There goes City Girl Kwame. City Girl Kwame's in the house. Go ahead, girl.
I can answer that question for you about why she is. See, look, she just fell below the grade because we know how they do when they come over here. They pipeline in to go ahead and get their degrees to be a doctor and stuff like that. That's cool. Not all of the Nigerians. That's like if you see LeBron for the first time, you like, and you think all black men can play basketball like that in 6'9". That ain't how it go with Nigerians. They got some that fell below. She didn't make the cut. That's why she ain't in Houston now, in the Mecca.
She one of them Chud the Builder Nigerians, just angry as fuck.
I'm not in Houston right now. I ain't popping right. I feel you though.
Yeah, I know. You got to tighten up your skills. You was trying to fool me. I know people. I done been around the world. I'm like, nah, that lady, she got that Houston. I know people. Now, if you DC, if you've been to DC, I can get away with the African thing because they thump out there.
I'm popping out here in DC.
Yeah, see, yeah, I know. It's just
Are you
like
scamming out there in DC, Chrissy?
Am I doing what?
Nothing. Don't answer that.
She emailing somebody right now about a print.
Yo, watch Kwame.
It's some gold.
All the Nigerians out here in Houston on the West, they all scammers. Don't let her talk that shit.
Man, and
Fuck with
Rich is
that.
Honey,
is
They
you know
all
all
what,
out
scammers.
north.
And I
Mickey,
done ran through plenty of them hoes. They going. Y'all don't even have to pay.
okay, so Mickey, you came up here to tell a lie because you're on inside this man's channel. I believe
I
that
live
there
Get on
was
her
in Houston,
ass,
man. How I'm
Mickey.
telling a
Get on her
lie. I live in
ass,
Houston.
Mickey. Get on her
Kwame,
motherfucking ass,
I live
Mickey.
in
Kwame, calm
Houston.
down, Kwame. I'm gonna respond, sir. Relax. Okay,
Okay,
so
sorry,
you're
man.
it's okay. You, Mickey, I know that you're. This is a great time to go up there and talk to Christy O. Mickey, like, okay, I'm looking at your profile picture. Anyways, Mickey, you didn't go through anybody.
I
You
ask you
didn't go.
something though, Chrissy. Are you
You
gonna give
didn't.
him a chance to respond? I ain't gonna say nothing, but when you done, are you gonna give him a chance to respond?
Oh yeah, of course.
Okay, I'm gonna go
I ain't
on mute.
responding because I ain't really listening to what this bitch saying.
Oh,
Okay, well,
We'll go
you know,
down. We'll go down to KB.
okay, bye bye, Mickey. Take your hood booger ass off the panel, sir. Well, anyways, as I
You don't
responded
got no
to
control
Mickey,
here, lady. This
like
KB panel, not yours.
Mickey said that even the way he talks, I can immediately tell the first thing that he said was a lie. I've been through plenty of Nigerian women. Nigga, you haven't been through any. All right. That's
Okay.
cap, major
Okay.
cap.
Okay.
You came up here
Okay.
and then you
I love
instantly
Nigerian
said,
women. Y'all very
you
beautiful, but you
instantly,
know what
no,
I'm saying?
you instantly came up
I
here
was with a pretty
and you
brown skinned
referred to
Arabian
me,
thing the other night. She was real
referred to
nice.
me
Pretty long
as
hair,
a bitch.
silky hair.
So the second that you said a bitch, I know what your time you're on.
I mean,
No
you called me out my
Nigerian
name, so
woman.
why you get upset if somebody
Oh,
call you by your
okay.
name?
Well, yeah, that's true. I did call you a fruitcake, so I know
Okay,
what triggered you.
well,
That's why you said bitch.
you know, if you
because
give,
she's
you can
a
receive it.
feminist. That's why she a feminist. She thinks she can say
Kwame, you
whatever
This
she
already
ain't no
know.
wants,
feminine
and
energy.
you
No,
can't
sir.
say
No,
nothing back to her.
sir.
You doesn't. You already know me, Kwame. I
Right.
don't. You know, you have these hoodbuggers come up here and they want to entertain. They want to get involved. You don't have no women. No women. No Nigerian woman has fucked or messed with you, sir.
You
All
don't know
right.
me from a hole in the wall,
I
but you
know
you
that
so
you're a
adamant.
fucking liar. I know you're lying. The way you talk, ain't no Nigerian
Oh,
woman
really?
dealing
You
with
know
you.
I'm
She
lying.
just
Oh, really
I
proved
know
how
now?
you're lying.
ignorant
I
she
do.
is. She don't know people, but she makes statements and
Ain't no
qualify them
Nigerian
just
woman
because she
dealing with
said
you,
so.
Mickey, while you on your knees or whatever pose you're doing. Ain't no Nigerian woman talking to you. All right? Come up here because you're on this doofus's
I'm light.
panel and you want to
I'm
come up
light
here and talk
skinned.
about you've
I'm
been
light
through women.
skinned, and my hair go down past my ears. Nigerian
Whatever
women
you
automatically throwing their pennies at me just off
whatever
that,
you said. I mean, if it makes you happy
and
to
you know
tell
that's
lies,
true.
go ahead.
Y'all love
No,
light skinned
no, honey,
niggas.
no, in my culture, I know for a fact that's a lie. But go ahead, honey.
Your culture love light skins, ma'am. Come on
No, we
now.
don't
Let's
actually. We
not
love
cap.
chocolate. No, like
All
no,
right.
we like dark skin. Thank
All
you.
right.
Yep,
Okay.
that's right.
They do
That's
this
right.
thing called cake soaping. You know, they bleach. You know, like they do in Jamaica. Sometimes they bleach them brown skin. That's what they do over there too, big time. Look at the
Oh,
wedding picture. The neck be black and the face be damn near white.
oh my gosh, you should see some of these R&B artists. I be looking when they start out, they chocolate. Now they almost look like white women up in here in
You're
America.
exactly right. Them a bleach, them brown skin.
Oh my God, I have a couple in my head right now. But yeah, I'm sorry, 2 cents. I didn't want to interrupt you, but
Now you good.
just to get back on Mickey, um,
Why you gotta get on
Mickey.
me?
Well, because Mickey, I don't like that you used the B word.
You
I'm
call me a
trying to be
fruitcake,
nice.
lady.
Well, Mickey, that's because you kind of opened your
No,
mic
no,
and you
no,
said
no,
she's
no, no, no,
aggressive.
no. All
You
is
said, I
fair,
heard you
ain't it?
say
We all
she's
equal, right?
aggressive. Well, no,
We
no,
all
no. You
equal,
have to
right?
admit this, Mickey. You kind of came
Nah,
off mic.
if you
You
can
came
give
off
it,
the
you can
mic and you
receive it.
said, oh, she's aggressive, or she's aggressive. She's
You
not
is
wrong.
aggressive
Okay, so that's why I called you fruitcake.
because
That's
I'm
why.
pointing out that you and you a bitch. That's that's what bitches do.
Okay, well, that's great, Mickey. But if I'm supposed to care about what a hoodburger like you thinks, I wouldn't be me. That's the great thing. Yeah. Okay. Anyways, this is just easy work here. Hey, look, if these hoodburgers want to chat, and not you 2 cents, not you, because you're making sense. But Mickey, honey, you didn't make the cut. You
I'm
didn't
enjoying the
qualify.
show.
You can enjoy the show, but you didn't make the cut in life. You want to come up here and talk to me and talk like an idiot? That's fine. But you're not going to get a lot from me.
I'm sorry. What'd you say?
Oh dang.
Said what I said. Can't repeat it.
I really didn't hear you, but okay.
Yeah.
Oh, you didn't hear me. No, I said if you're waiting for my opinion, if your opinion to make sense to me, or to matter to me, then I wouldn't be
I'm
me.
sorry. What?
Okay, well, that's it,
Oh,
honey. You got
okay.
to go fix your mic.
Excuse me, what?
Got to fix your mic. You might have got your mic from Kenya, maybe.
Mm.
Yeah.
Hey, Rodney, I see your ass in the comments, fat boy.
But anyways, you, Sir Kwame, here, because I not get distracted by this, and not be plural here, singular, this hubburger here. I want to get distracted, and the conversation was going well. But Kwame, do you have any more questions?
Kwame stepped away from the
It
mic.
ain't like you gonna answer the motherfuckers anyway.
Right.
Oh, okay. That's why you're giggling
You
with
want
the
to ask
Kwame.
me questions that you ain't gonna answer.
Okay, so I asked you a question. You want to have a stupid response. Okay, we're done. We're
You
done.
said, "Do I
You
have
don't know
any
how to be
questions for
effeminate
you?"
in the
You're not
No,
gonna
room with
answer.
we're
masculine
done. You
men.
can't even answer a question properly. We're done.
I can't answer a question
No, you
properly, ma'am.
cannot. You
You're
want to
on
be in
video.
clown.
You're on
Yeah,
video.
you're done.
Me
Fine.
asking you questions and you going off
That's
into
okay.
diatribes about nothing.
No, that's okay. I'll talk about it on another panel.
It's cool. I'm gonna talk about that Nigerian girl that actually from Nigeria. That's not an American. That's born in Texas, faking like
Okay.
she Nigerian.
That's okay. That's all right.
Yeah, she a
I
real Nigerian. I can listen to a real Nigerian
I
woman.
love it. That's shout out to her.
Not no goddamn fake ass Nigerian woman that's from Texas
That's
pretending to be
that,
Nigerian.
that's right. Kedu Afegi. That's right. That's right.
I'm just saying.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Hey, look at that people in the chat. You on video looking dumb. You said I said you wasn't Nigerian.
I
You
don't know
said
how
you
many
was.
times we've
And
been
then
through
you told me
this.
you was born in Texas, which technically makes you an American.
Kwame,
So you just cap all day long. All you do is
you
lie.
you say the chat like you and I haven't been here before. Like I've told you before, I don't care. I can give a rat's ass what these rats and hoodbuggers in mainly the males have to say. Unless it's a man with common sense, Kwame. You can highlight, bring up, reference. I don't give a shit. These are men who never amounted to anything in life. So why should I give a damn what they talking about?
So it's just like what Dame Dash said to Charlemagne the God. You sound so intelligently stupid. And it's like you keep saying things that make no sense. You said you were a Nigerian. You actually are an American. You were born in Texas, ma'am.
And
When
my
I
answer is going to
said
be the same. That's cool.
only stupid people argue with facts. When I
True.
said that you were born in America, when you were born in Texas, that makes you an American. You should have replied yes. You're a Nigerian. You're embarrassing Nigerians.
I love being Nigerian. I'm so proud. Shout out to us. Shout out to Giannis at the Kumpo. Shout out to OG and Anobi. Shout out to my brothers. Shout out to all of us.
Yeah, all of those people were probably born in Nigeria.
No,
You
they
were
were
born in
not.
America.
Unfortunately, they were not. Giannis was, though.
Who was born in Giannis is a real Nigerian. He was born in Nigeria. The rest of them,
Shout out to
they're
my brother.
Americans.
Well, that's your opinion. That's
It's
great.
not an opinion. You guys
No.
can't take out. Listen. It's one thing to have pride in your culture, and it's another thing to be disrespectful. If you were born in America and you took on the American flag and you were able to get the rights of an American citizen, do not disrespect America that way. Then when they close down the border, you're gonna be crying like a motherfucker talking about why they don't let black people over here. Be
She thanked America
respectful.
one time.
You ain't say America, thank you, gratitude, nothing. You were born in America and then you diss Americans. And on top of that, you call people ghetto while trying to share their culture, act just like them, wear their hair. Like you tripping, girl.
Come on now.
You really need to get your shit together.
Come on now.
I really appreciate that advice.
Because
Kwame
if
Children.
without America, you wouldn't be able to talk like this. Because if you would talk like this to a man in Nigeria, they'll rearrange your face and you know it.
Well, thank you for your
No, see, it ain't
feedback.
no thank you. You from Houston where you can run your mouth over here like that. But over
Like I
there in
said,
Nigeria, why are you
thank
not fighting?
you.
Let me ask you this. Why are you not fighting for the Nigerian women over in Nigeria that have to deal with a culture that women can't really speak the way you speaking right now?
Like I said, thank you. This is
Like you
comic.
said, here comes something stupid. Why
This
are
is
you not
comic.
speaking
This
for
is
women
comic
that can't
relief.
speak like you in
This
Nigeria?
is comic relief because you know
No, you
nothing
a
about Nigerian
clown, so
culture.
get your clown ass off my stage. You paint your makeup like a clown. She's a clown. She can't have real conversation.
She started
She supposed to be
backpedaling
from
like Deion
Nigeria,
Sanders.
bro. Yeah. What you say, bro? What you say, Mikey? Mickey?
I said she started backpedaling like Deion Sanders.
Yeah, she only can backpedal because my thing is this: you so for women, you so for Nigeria. Them Nigerian women can't talk the way you talking over here. Them Nigerian women can't do that. Then why you can't go over there and fight for them Nigerian women to be able to speak like you?
If she really is Nigerian, she got a Nigerian uncle and auntie, and if she go over to her house, she gotta be respectful. She can't talk
She
like
got
that
to
at
be
all.
quiet. She got to
Even here.
respect men. She know better.
Right.
That's why I said you not Nigerian. They don't talk like you. You crazy. That Nigerian woman was so sweet and so nice. I could fuck around and marry a Nigerian woman, but not nothing like that. She ain't Nigerian. She's American.
Yeah, she got that masculine energy that most American girls have.
She almost seemed like a nigga to me. The way she combat a man and the way she go back and forth with a man, you would think that's a nigga. What's up, American man?
What's up? I was listening to y'all little love spat back and forth.
Here this nigga go. Oh shit.
But you know what? I think actually you guys missed the point of all of that. What I heard is a reason why we don't need anchor babies. That's what I heard.
Go ahead, talk to him.
I come here, my parents come here. She admittedly said her father never became a citizen. She admitted that. So that's something she said. I come here, we take your resources and we send them back to our country and spit on your country on the way out.
She didn't even understand what I got her to admit because she's too stupid to understand what I just did.
Right? And
she
that's
admitted it all. He had to say nothing. She admitted it all.
She did. And that's the
I said,
case.
so you don't have I even changed it because somebody in the chat said gratitude because she couldn't understand the word respect. So I said, do you have any gratitude? And guess what she said? I don't gotta have no gratitude. My daddy never even became a citizen. All the anger and all the hate for somebody who did nothing but help you. Why the fuck would anybody help you?
And now you understand why Trump wants to end that birthright citizenship, because all these people come here with nothing but disdain for the United States of America and its people.
That just proves she don't understand how dumb she is. She's supposed to be an educated Nigerian, and instead of her acting like Flacco and enjoying that $167,000 a month that he's making off YouTube and doing the right thing, she over here talking about she hate America. My daddy never did this, and my daddy never. I'm like, you are an idiot.
Well, guess what though, Kwame? Pay attention. It's all of them. Did you see what Sneeko just did? Right?
The same talking points.
It's all of them, bro.
Man,
it's
Trump gonna slang all their ass. I don't want. Listen, they better not ask FBA for shit when they slang all their ass up out of here. Why you think I stopped her and said, "Don't be talking about what I said about no FBA, bitch. Let me say what I'm saying. Don't worry about nothing I'm saying. I could have said it as a satire joke. You don't know how I talk. I think everything's funny.
Well, here's the thing. Did you also notice this, right? When you was, asking her to show gratitude or asking, does she think she should show gratitude? She went into the usual diatribe of this country and black people. Soon as somebody came up, she don't like, nigga, you black.
I wonder where she learned that from.
Hello, where she learned that at, bro?
Right.
That's the slur that they use. They normally call us akatas, and that's basically call you an N-word.
No. I know that. But the point that I'm pointing out is that she wants to tell you how allegedly the white man's doing all of this, and she understand the black plight because that's what they all do. But when it really cuts through, what did she say again? No Nigerian listen to no black American. But when it comes time to get down in the mud, all of a sudden, yeah, we all black out here. We black out here. Right? But guess what?
I was all in your culture. I don't give a damn what you talking about. It's easy to get in your culture. All they like is light skin. They bleach their skin. They wear weaves. I knew what I was saying. See, listen, the one thing about playing dumb is that you have no expectations for somebody you think that's dumb. I know all the Nigerians wear weave. They act just like these girls over there. Most of them. Act just like these girls over here. So she knew the answers to the things I was asking her. I just wanted her to lie. Just get the lie on camera. That's all she do is lie. She hate the truth. The truth turned her goddamn stomach or something. Because everything old boy 2 Cents was saying, and listen, me and 2 Cents been arguing on the panel for 2 or 3 nights in a row, disagreeing like a motherfucker. But 2 Cents was saying something that I know to be true. And then old boy Mickey was saying something I know to be true. She sitting up here talking about what a Nigerian won't do. Nigerians need their rent paid too, motherfucker. What the hell you talking about? Nigerians trying to get it how they live just like everybody else.
That's a fact. But yeah, that's it. And that right there was the walking billboard for why we don't need immigration, a bunch of immigrants coming over here. I'm of the mind we need to shut immigration down for 50 years. Completely. Close that shit. Don't let nobody in till we sort our house. But also why Black Americans don't need to be doing this Pan-African bullshit, because only Black Americans believe in that. Frank Zanu sat down and told, what's his name? Dave Anderson, right? He said that Pan-Africanism ain't real. It's not real.
It's fake because when they come over here, they learn quickly to do not identify with no niggas. And they all think, like, most of them think that way. Like, I got some Nigerian friends, they cool, and they don't like the motherfuckers that think like that. And they let you know that. But it's a cult type of situation because majority of them think the same way. That they not like us. We better than them. They stupid. They dumb. They had all this stuff they can take advantage of and they didn't. And some of it fucked up as it is. Some of it is true. You getting caught up in this black shit so much that you're not taking advantage of the things that you have right in front of you. So other black people that look just like you, that have better practices than you, take advantage of the same things that you take advantage of. So it's a fucked up relationship because they're showing you that it's not as racist as you think, that Nigerians can come over here and do better than black white people. But they're also showing you that they don't respect you because of what you didn't do while you could have done it. So it's a double-edged sword.
Yeah, and that's why black people gotta stop with this. Everybody that got melanated skin, we all black and we all together, we all this. She was a walking billboard. I don't know anything personal about her. I don't care to know. I don't want to talk about her personally. I'm just talking about what she announced, the billboard for why we do not need immigration and black people need to stop concerning themselves with blacks from all these other Africans and all these other people with so-called melanated skin from other places.
But American man, I disagree only because even though she's a bad apple, I disagree because those melanated people still represent something. We still get the benefit of being like there's a black doctor. Although they're Nigerian, we still get to say there's a black doctor. If we just put Americanized blacks and stop immigration, then we're going to solidify everything that them white folks were saying. They said that we are savages. They said that we are beasts. They said that we were all these things. And Americanized blacks, we're acting just like what they said we are.
Well, here's the pushback I'll give you, right? It doesn't have to be that. The problem is that we just don't want to admit we have a culture problem, which I don't know.
We haven't admitted it yet. So you got to understand when they're looking up the numbers and we're leading the number one things of destruction and tearing up and murder and homicide, all these different things. If we are the only imprint that they have to go off of, take away some of the Nigerians that add to the black, situation because they get counted as black. If they don't get to add to it, then what?
Listen, that's up to us. Listen. That's yes, but here's the thing: it's also up to us to start fixing this problem. And look, I've given up on a lot of this. Honestly, I see the writing on the wall, but I can admit that like what needs to be done. Yeah, bro. Listen, I hear that, but some blacks actually got to get lost by the wayside, bro. That's just the reality. And that's blacks of all places, wherever, whether they're on the continent, whether they're some in Haiti, no matter. Blacks get lost by the wayside. And the same thing has to go down with Black Americans. You got to lose some of these people by the wayside because they just don't want to do better. They're listening to people like Don Lemon telling them about whites being so bad and going home to a white man every night. That has got to be the most dumb thing you can listen to. Somebody telling you somebody's so bad and they around them 24/7.
Yeah. Let me say this right quick, American man. Now, in my way, I don't think we should do it like South Africa doing them like right now with immigration stuff. Yeah, they cutthroat with it right now. But the United States, we see what the problem was. This is the reason why I got a problem with the boomers. See, the boomers is before my generation, and they lied to us and they put us in bad deals and stuff like that, and it's carrying on. The only good light that tunnel is they got about 5 to 10 years, and then they become the silent generation. They have all that money and property they hoarded and stuff like that is out the window. It's out the window. They no longer have that type of power. So now, if they fix this immigration with the new people that's going to come in, yeah, it's going to be good. Oh, you couldn't hear me, American man. Oh.
Yeah, I hear you. I'm listening. I hear you.
Oh, I thought you said I can't hear. Okay, my bad. But let me close with this part. My part is the thing is that it's the respect. Imagine, man, I've been to a lot of different places. Man, I never showed my butt and be all sassy in somebody else's country. I don't like it here, and I'm like, if you don't like it here, go home. And that's what you would have to do. It's the disrespect. I don't mind being buddies with Africans and Mexicans and stuff. It's the disrespectful ones that's messing it up. And I'm not falling for it again because I'm old enough. I saw what they did when they came. They came over here and told us to kiss their butt. We're going to take your money, take your jobs, and send it back home right in our doggone face. And I'm like, what kind of sense did that make? You come in my house and you tell me my light's too bright. Man, if you don't get up out my house, and that's what they're trying to do right now. Act like you're a guest over here.
Well, here's the thing, right? I don't do buddy with them because I know who they are, right? And I think that's what more Black Americans need to understand. When people tell you who they are, listen, right? So why am I buddying when I have just years of experience to know that we ain't no real buddies? I mean, that's the reality. We aren't real buddies. And that has always been the play. That didn't just start being this way. That's always been the play. You know what happened in California when all our buddies from the border started coming in? What happened? They started firebombing the blacks. That wasn't yesterday. That was 30 years ago, 40 years ago. There is no buddy. It's time for us to realize that.
Yeah, but I don't think there ain't enough of us on the planet to just isolate ourselves as FBA. We could do that, but I don't want to live like I'm in Japan, where it's 99% of their own race. They not really dealing with that type of problem. But yeah, how to win friends and influence people or something like that. Yeah. I mean, that doesn't say your race or nothing. If you don't know how to do it, yeah, right. Yeah, don't do no buddy. But see, I know how to detect a snake. And not everybody do. But I'm not going to just say and paint everybody with one broad brush like they do black people. We're not all one black Negro. So, and I'm not going to do, it's just all, man, there's 54 countries over there. They're not all the same. And that's what's crazy to me. I'm like, no, don't treat them all the same. They get treated the same. They're generic African to us right now. They're generic. And they probably don't like it, but hell, they just have to accept it when they come over here. You in my house. You don't tell me what to do and how to do it.
But they do. They do because we steady showing too much teeth. And so they play you for a fool. I mean, we just got to be honest about this reality. We get showing too much teeth and they play us for a fool. That's the reality. Right? All that, you know, maybe this person is nice.
They don't
maybe
play us for the fool. We are the fool.
Well, okay. Well, and I'll go with that. I'll go with that. Correct. We are the fool. So at what point do you stop being a fool and realize, you know what? I got to get away from these people because these people are not of my best interest. They're of their own interest, which is fine. Be of your own interest over there. I'm okay with one being about their own interests. Do it away from me because I'm about my own interest.
They don't bother me. I grew up on the East Coast. I grew up in North Carolina and South Carolina. Man, the Africans did not look. They was not even a thing. Matter of fact, it's only like 1.5 million Africans over here. That's including them Somalis up there in Minnesota. That's their hot pocket. How they doing it? They got pockets all over the place, but it's not enough in numbers. They talking real bold because they do come over here sending some of their best. You know, imagine if we took our best from this country and went to any country. We'll shine too. So I'll give them that. But I ain't never, man, I ain't doing no, I didn't know many African stores and stuff that I just patronized. It wasn't a thing for us over there on the East Coast that much. So I don't have that problem and I don't have to deal with it. I dealt with my own people and mostly some, if we had white people around us, so we were still friends with them. Africans ain't never caused me no problem until I got to Texas.
Well, here's the thing, right? Everybody's peaceful when there's one or two of them. Once they start getting the numbers, then they all start to show their fangs. I was in Atlantic City 2 weekends ago. Well, last weekend. Yeah, last weekend. Last time I was in Atlantic City had to be maybe 2018. It's nothing but Indians down there now. I look around, I'm like, huh? Where did all these Indians come from? With all black and white Americans at one time. Now it's all Indians. Now, how you think those people act when they have the numbers? That's the part that black people don't want to accept. Sure, it's cool. They're no problem when there's one or two of them. But once it gets to 1 or 2,000, 20 to 30,000, and they're all in their pocket, then they start showing their fangs. We got to be real about it.
You were talking about the Southeast Asian Indians, right? Not the native ones. Yeah, you talking about
no, the dotheads.
Yeah, like Mumbai and stuff like that. Yeah, okay.
Yeah, dotheads.
I know what you were saying. I was just making sure. Yeah, hey, come down to Frisco where Carmelo got jammed up at. Man, you be like, what? Man, they got this big temple down there, a Hindu temple.
They have one here in North Carolina, bro.
Yeah,
they have one here in North Carolina.
Yeah. Come down here. Just visit it. Just ride through. Ain't say stop. Ain't no set you up like that. Yeah, man. You would think you was in India. It's incredible. You know, T-Mobile out there. They recruiting all the Indians and stuff coming in. The engineers. Oh my God. Yeah, it's another world. Just put it like that. You would be shocked. Like San Antonio, you come here, you're gonna see all Mexicans. Some of them don't even speak the language.
Yeah, but that doesn't shock me because I know what's going on in the country. I mean, Atlantic City, that's kind of far out to have a bunch of Indians pop up, but I know why they popped up there. You know, because outside of like the boardwalk, Atlantic City's a shithole.
What the Trump saying? Hey, is the Nigerian man? Is he in here? Is he really Nigerian? Oh, I saw him sitting there the whole time. I mean, we talking about Nigeria. He ain't saying not one word. I don't know if that's a joke or what. He put like a.
Anyway, I'm gonna jump out. I just wanted to say that the whole point of that was beautiful because she pointed out to why we don't need immigration. Because look at how these people are. They could even be first, second generation. They still have animosity. Still have animosity. So that's how it goes.
Hey, what's up, y'all? Hey, KB, can you hear me, bro?
GG.
Nigerian man. I get you.
Man, this
Crazy. I can't see it here. Nobody. So,
Hey, salute, brothers. Can y'all hear me?
yeah, I can hear you.
Hey, I just wanted to give thank you, KB Film Room. I just want to give a little bit of pushback about the idea of us not having immigrants here. The truth is, with the exception of old girl's dad, which I don't believe that story either, I think most people who do come here, especially the older ones, are some of the most patriotic people that you're going to run into. And I think one of the problems we are having within our, I guess, supposed culture is we don't recognize and we don't appreciate our role in building this nation the same way that a lot of these immigrants who are coming in with the pride. So, real quick story, I knew a dude, I used to work with a guy from the Philippines. It took him over 20 years to get to become a naturalized citizen. And when I tell you he was one of the most patriotic people in this country, he was way more patriotic than some of the people who I knew that were born and raised here. So I don't necessarily agree with the idea of we need to shun people who are immigrants, but it's clearly with situations we just heard earlier, if people take advantage of our tax-paying systems, but that doesn't negate all of the good immigrants who have came here and contributed to this country. I'm not talking about illegal
Especially the
aliens.
one I had in California that wasn't like goddamn Christian.
And KB, especially like the one I had in Virginia that won't like her. So listen, can't nobody say we not cultured because I gave Nigerians a chance. But at the end of the day, man, just like I said, America is an immigrant nation. But we have to make sure that those immigrants come in and adjust to what it means to be American as opposed to anything else, man. That's all I wanted to share. And salute to you guys. Be safe out there on the roads. Take care.
Is anybody saying anything?
I can't hear nothing. Can y'all hear me?
Oh yeah, yeah, I can hear you, but I couldn't hear nobody else if they was talking.
I couldn't hear nobody else either. This goddamn StreamYard is tripping.
Yeah, you might need 15% off.
Man, something ain't right.
Hey, can
Well,
y'all hear me?
shit. I'm gonna go ahead. What you say?
Can y'all hear me?
Oh yeah,
I can
I
hear
can
you.
hear
Yeah, I
you.
can hear you now.
Man, bro, StreamYard is a motherfucker. But let me say this before I get cut off from StreamYard, man. Uh, I look at it like kind of like the NBA, man. Like with all these European players taking over the league and over all these foreign players taking over the league. If you allow people to do shit, they're gonna take advantage of it. And if you cater to them, they're gonna take advantage of it. So I think it's the politicians' fault. I don't think it's the foreigners' fault for taking over and taking advantage of the opportunities that the politicians gave them. You know what I mean? If you take away the advantages, like Black Americans ourselves, we're gonna take advantage of whatever the government lets us to take advantage of. You know what I mean? I just think that's just people as a whole. So I wouldn't be too mad at the foreigners or whatever, especially like Nigerians because they black too. You know what I mean? You don't want to divide your own. So I just look at it like that. We could get mad at the European players for taking over the league, but ultimately, uh,
We
rules
can't
don't
get
allow
mad at no. We can't get mad at nobody for taking over, but we can get mad at what you do with it. Like if we had a white
Oh yeah,
warden,
yeah,
right, and a white warden treated the black prisoners a certain way, and then they get a black warden and he do worse shit than the white warden. We can't say he goddamn. At least you know what I'm saying. He black and he took over. No, it's a certain way you conduct yourself, and it's
yeah.
it's it's American taxpayers that's working for that money, and they giving you scholarships and programs. And yes, a part of it is the government giving it to them, but also another part of it is how you view what you're getting. My mama wasn't
Hmm.
like a lot of these women that's on welfare that make people want to take you off welfare. If you would have saw the way my mama acted when she was on welfare, you would want to continue giving a person like that welfare. She was appreciative. She was humble. But when you see a video of some of these women on welfare, what are they talking like? Yeah, bitch, I'm gonna eat my lobster and steak, bitch, and I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna
Yeah,
do that. So it's not about what you doing, it's about how you doing it. And now what we've done is because we black out here, we don't want to get people in line that yo, you doing this shit all wrong. This ain't what you supposed to be doing. You
yeah.
tripping, really.
I
Yeah,
think we
I
spoil
don't want to
people. They
leave you
got
on a
too many
burn.
advantages. You know what I mean?
I was gonna say I don't, man. With my old, but look, man, I don't want to lead y'all, not y'all, but people into a burning building that we was already in. I already know what time it is. What his skin information, man, they really detest you on another level. And I don't want to that misinformation about, like you said, the Europeans taking over. I know that it's still black 70%. It's still that, and
No,
the
I'm talking
top.
about the best players. I'm talking about
Right,
the,
right,
the
right.
best
Oh,
players.
yeah, you could say that. You could, if you want a narrative, like, okay, top five. Look how they took over, and when we know it's hundreds of them now. They do the same thing when they say like all the other races taking the black men. When I know it's over 78% of black men married to black women. So I know how people. You can change the narrative, because
But
you
would
see it
you
on TV.
agree that the rules are catered towards the international game?
What our rules? Nah, our rules is
Yeah.
what set. We set the precedent. Yeah, that's why we don't play goaltending and stuff like that. No, look, bro, we are the trendsetters for the world for the most part, especially FBAs. We gatekeep it, but we don't control it monetarily. They do what we do. They do exactly what we do. Trust me. We ain't copying the international, not like that. We don't want a triangle free throw line and stuff like no. No, but yeah, let me get off that basketball stuff. I was just talking about the numbers.
Yeah, but the reason why I put it into a basketball analogy is just because, like, I think we, I think we could miss the part that the politicians are part of the big problem. Like they're a huge part of they're not. I would say it's 90% politics. And the reason why is because, like Kwame said, like what they do with the power. But we all know, like if you spoil people, bro, they gon' if you give people things, they gonna be spoiled. You know what I mean? Then they gonna act
So
mean. They're gonna
no,
be
if you give people things, they're indebted to you, so they're gonna give you the vote. It's called the do-low twist. It's a lot of
yeah.
niggas in clubs that create a problem for a nigga and then solve the problem for that same person. And then that person is now indebted to him. Same thing allegedly. I think I
Yeah.
snapped. Jay Prince tried to do with NBA YoungBoy. We got your keys, give it back. You know what I'm saying? We can politic it. NBA YoungBoy was a young, snappy, wild one that saw the play. Nigga, fuck them keys. It came with 2 keys. Nigga, fuck you.
Yeah.
Facts.
Everybody thought that was disrespect. He said, "You not finna little boy me. You not finna put me up under
Yeah.
the same rules of checking in and doing everything that everybody else do. I'm not doing that."
He stood
I
on
But
don't know
that.
why
then what,
niggas
what
can't
what's
win.
weird about it now though is his little mans in them is around his son, his people. That was weird about the whole situation.
Yeah.
Cause if you talk like that, your number one man can't be around them.
Yeah. I would never check in because like the people you checking in with probably setting up the robbery. So
How you gonna
you know what I'm
check
saying?
in with that? How you gonna check in with some people that can't handle the people from cross town? It don't matter. It don't matter where you from. If you putting the law down, you laying the law down. You got beef in your city with somebody. Everybody not going.
Yeah.
You could be the man in your section, but if somebody from over here on this east side, they catch you and your mans and them outside, you think they gonna not do it because you with somebody? No. You just gotta watch who
Yeah.
you be around. Every party ain't for you to go to. But
Yeah.
these rappers really in a trap though, cause they gotta go to certain clubs, they gotta go to certain interviews, they gotta be around certain people. So they gonna get introduced to a certain people regardless. That's why all of them be looking lost with their head down when they go in certain rooms, cause no matter what the shit they say on that record, nigga, you gonna be in front of them people.
Yeah. They get exploited real bad in the industry, man. I know. I know. Niggas be getting played. They don't get paid too. The money people think they get paid. You know, them dudes be getting exploited.
They just created a tax. That's all it is. When certain cities, yeah, they look. You got to make a business decision. You want to pay extra security for yourself, or you gonna pay them on their little security team. Basically, we gonna protect you. It's messed up because, like you say, them artists, man, they have to go to them cities, or they like
Shit, I'm
their
bringing my
fan
own
base to
security.
get mad.
Yeah, but do you got security for your mans that like to go off with shorty that they know he going off with? See,
Yeah.
that's the thing.
He on his own.
If they can't get you, they'll knock off every homeboy you got around you.
Yeah.
So these niggas be talking, they be talking like that lifestyle they living is the greatest lifestyle, but they really be crying inside if you really pay attention to what they saying.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's hard to move around, bro. I couldn't imagine that type of life. I mean, you really, literally, you can't just go to the mall like he can't go to the mall like I can. No, you go in there
What?
to grocery.
Hey, 2 cents. What I be saying to combat somebody saying I want to be like LeBron? What I say?
You say when you about LeBron?
Yeah, when somebody say, "Nigga, you jealous? You want to be LeBron?" What I say to that?
Dang, I can't remember.
I say, "Shit, nigga, I can go in Walmart by
Oh yeah,
myself.
yeah,
I don't give a
yeah,
fuck
yeah,
about no
yeah.
nigga talking about something that I'm
Right,
jealous of a nigga that can't go in Walmart by themselves. I
yeah,
can beat every
Yeah.
nigga in
That's
America, baby mama,
yeah,
in Walmart.
right. Yeah,
that's a
yeah.
fact.
You probably could. Yeah, you can get away with it. You probably can get away with
Ain't
it.
no such. Ain't no such. See, I don't even understand that type of language. See, a guy that'll put that type of language on me, we gonna have an instant problem. What you mean I can get away with something that is free for every man? That mean you done bought into the dream. You bought into the lie. I'm a Geechee nigga. Can't nobody tell
No,
me where I can go.
no,
Not a
not
nail motherfucker breathing.
no. I'm saying you. Well, I should say get away with it. You gonna do it? I
No,
know.
you said get away with it. With a
Let me
With a
I need to
Geechee
reword
nigga,
that.
we here. Listen. What I'm saying is, with a Geechee nigga, we listen to understand, and we hear what you saying though. And what you saying is that you think I'm something different than you. And you think it's different rules to apply for me than you. And when you think that, that's when you done violated. That's when now it's time to show me.
Yeah,
Now
to a
now
certain
now it's
extent.
about some show me shit then. And it ain't gonna be about basketball. It ain't gonna be about who and what. It's gonna be about you gotta show me.
Right.
And that's why you gotta be careful how you talk to men. A
Right.
lot of y'all don't really understand. Y'all ain't never really been around men that have things. Y'all been around men that y'all respect for what they do and who they are. And that's cool. But you gotta respect every man. You can't respect some men. Don't respect the shooter and the killer and then disrespect the doctor and the lawyer. I don't respect that. Respect every man.
Yeah, I
If
never
I ain't done
understood
you
that.
nothing and I ain't done nothing to you, there ain't no reason for you to come out your mouth with any inclination of disrespect with my manhood. Manhood is a thing that's given to us. It's a birthright. Ain't no
Yeah.
need for no nigga to tell me they allow me to do any motherfucking thing.
No. Okay. Yeah, let me close. Respond to Kwame on that. Now, yeah, let me say that differently because I did say you can get away with it. But what? Let me explain to you what I mean by that. Now, I'm no fool.
There ain't no other. There ain't no other meaning to get away with it than get away with it.
Wait, see if you understand what I'm about to say. Okay. I know. Look, Jay-Z can't do it. Jay-Z walking through my mall or nothing like
Jay
that.
Z
But
can do it. DMX did it. Jay Z
no,
just didn't start off doing it.
no.
DMX listen. DMX is a bigger artist than Jay Z. He walked in every hood by himself. Muhammad Ali
That's for
was bigger
sure.
than Jay Z, and he walked in every hood by himself. It's all about what you stand on. It's all about what you start off with.
Yeah,
It ain't
but
about that what you talking about.
no. What I'm saying, put it like this, Kwame. Hey, look,
Yeah, I know DMX cousin,
life
man. He
like that
walked.
no more.
DMX walked wherever he wanted to go, bro.
Yeah,
That
but
man,
hold on.
that man went anywhere.
Yeah. No, DMX was cool. Yeah, he was cool with my brother. I seen him a lot. But
Nah, what you talking about 2 cents is
I'm
you
talking about
talking about that
me.
48 laws of power shit.
No,
You talking about no, hold on. You talking about that 48 laws of power shit where another man ascend to a certain level, he allowed and all this other shit. No. DMX was a bigger artist than Jay-Z, and he wasn't allowed to go nowhere. Nigga,
yeah,
he went everywhere. And he put himself on the line about that. You're not gonna make no real man have to do none of the shit that you saying out your mouth that you think he don't understand. A real
yeah.
man gonna understand what you saying.
I know you.
Words mean something. You
I know,
talking
but
about allow and this, those are words that trigger any man's psyche. No nigga allow me to do nothing.
okay. But what I'm saying about you, look, quit acting like you me, bro, like or us or whatever. We're the same as a man. We put our pants on the same. Look, man, you're
I'm
a
not
grown
acting. I'm not acting like I'm anything. I'm
no,
saying those type of words. What if a man told you they allowed you to do something? What would your reaction to be to that?
what if you allow? It depends on where I'm at. Yeah, it
It
depends
don't
on where
matter.
I'm at.
It don't matter where I'm at. Don't no man allow me to do nothing. And I could be outnumbered. I could be caught off guard, and then
Well,
and then we can figure it out. I'm gonna say what I gotta say to move. But as soon as I get the up, ain't no allowing no man to do nothing. I
no,
don't
but
understand why you find that offensive.
no, I don't find it offensive, but I understand that, bro. Like I really, literally had to take that for years of my life. I was military, so you understand where I'm coming from when I be allowed. I know I'm a man, but certain things I want allowed to do in the military. So that's
The military is different. You had
oh,
to abide by a set of rules in the military. I didn't grow up in the military.
I
You
know.
trying to make me live up on your ceiling. I
I,
don't live up under that glass ceiling that you was up under. The
And
military take orders. I respect that. I
right.
didn't join the military, so I didn't sign up to take orders. I didn't join no groups, no gangs. You signed up for that.
You signed
And
up
so
for
can
now
I?
you trying to make a man that didn't sign up for that confide to that. I didn't sign up for that.
I know, but I'm saying you was in an organization, the NBA, so you were allowed to do certain things. So I'm not trying to split hairs with you on that. All I was saying, Kwame Brown going to
But
this
out in the
club.
streets, I'm not in the NBA. You said allowed to go to a place in the free world. That's different than the NBA. I can understand something a part of an organization. That's the same rules I put you up under. But you talking about in the free world where somebody got the life, liberty, and pursuit of happiness. That's something different, don't you agree? That's what you fought and almost died for my right to move around this world the way I want, right?
Right.
Cause you just signed an oath to the military. You fought for my freedom and my liberty, did you not?
Yeah, that's a fact.
So then how in the hell would I now succumb to some people that's telling me I shouldn't be allowed to go somewhere because I'm famous for doing something?
No, you can still do. You can do what you want to do. You know that as a man. But I'm just saying that I don't recommend it because yeah, Kwame, you reached a little level that yeah, it can get sticky. But you know how to move around. So yeah,
But
you
it, but
good.
if you, but 2 cents, if you act like I've been around a lot of celebrities, right? If you act like a celebrity, people gonna treat you like a celebrity. So like the way Kwame move around, like he move around by himself all the time. So when people run up on him, it's not gonna be as exclusive as it is like a Jay Z. Cause Jay Z keep himself hidden, like that's a part of his branding or whatever the case may be. So people act wild around him or whatever. Kwame don't do that. Like he interact with people. So like if
Right.
you make it normal to interact with people, they ain't gonna really bother you like that. Like that's what
Jay Z wanted the money. Jay Z wanted the scarcity. This is economics 101. This
yeah,
ain't nothing
yeah.
new. This is all about the brain. Jay, if you don't see the person, then they become scarce. They become more valuable. So you don't see dudes going to the club for free. They do walkthroughs. They do
Yeah, because I know
walkthroughs. They don't
PD
go to the club
Pablo,
for free.
PD Pablo used to always show up to L House by himself, no entourage, nothing, just out there playing pool, whatever. He just
Right.
sitting there. He used to go there on a weekly basis. Nobody fucked with him. Nobody bothered him. Nobody really got in his way. You know what I'm saying? Allen Iverson would walk. I mean, he would have a little bit of security, but he would walk through the malls over there when I lived in Charlotte, like right down the street. You know, I remember sitting in the parking lot talking to Bone Thugs and Harmony, and they sitting there minimal security, bro. People could just walk up to them.
That was a great time. That was a great time. I know what you're talking about. I met a lot of people like that in Charlotte, often like Tavola and Tryon and stuff like yeah, bro. I
Yeah,
moved
yeah,
around.
you know what I
I
mean?
know all
Yep,
that. Yeah, I'm Rock
yep.
Hill, Fort Mill, Columbia, Charleston. I'm all up and down
So
that.
you already know. You already know then.
Yeah. I know what time it was.
Yep,
I met John Legend in Charlotte before he was John Legend. And my brother set
yep,
up the sound for him and he played Ordinary People in this little rinky dink club. And that African dude that do the African joke comedian was what you call it, the warm up or whatever it is. He was there, Michael Blackson. He stood
yeah.
outside. We talking like regular people. I understand what you're saying, Kwame. But yeah, I'm glad that you can live in that area and still be comfortable because I don't wish for that. You think I want to move around like the president everywhere I go? Heck no, I don't dream of that, man. That's a curse to me. I would like you able to do and move around. You can go get your own drawers out of Walmart, and that's a great thing. I look at that as a blessing. Whereas like a Kim Kardashian have to move around, she can't really. She got to sneak in there with a disguise on. No, that's a curse to me. I ain't never wished for that.
So
Kwame,
why
hey,
why
Kwame.
why you think when I said the first thing I said was I said two things. I said I want niggas to respect me like they respect them white boys, because the only reason why they don't do nothing to white boys is because they call the police on them. They don't have no snitch rule. They know if you slap one, touch one, anything, it's a police issue. It's not no street issue. With a black boy, it's a street issue. You expected to do certain things, black, whether you whatever. And that's just a lot of pressure on a nigga that want to go to college. It's a lot of pressure on somebody. You get in the wrong problem with somebody that's connected to a gang, and now you got to act like a street dude for one situation where you want to punch one nigga. That's stupid to me.
Yeah,
So we have a lot of pitfalls that fuck each other up without white people intervening at all. So this whole celebrity thing is corny. And the ones that placate to it because they want to make the money, then they get what they get. The ones like Kevin Gates is a big rapper, a big superstar rapper. He don't ride with 20 people in his car. He go by himself. You know why? He wants you to come up to him like a man. Oh, you gonna put it on the line. And if you
hmm,
don't come up to him like a man, then it is what it is. And as long as you know what the consequence is, most people don't play with people when they know what the consequence is. And that's how you got to have it in life as a man. It don't matter what you do in life. I told you,
Well,
LeBron James, without no security, LeBron James had been done treated so docile that you can pinch Savannah on the ass, and he done been docile so much, and another man has been responsible for his defense that he probably wouldn't even know how to defend her. But if you come and touch my girl on the ass, you gonna get met with brute force right off the rip. And you can call me whatever the fuck you want to call me, but I know what you gonna get right off the rip, and I'm trained for it.
Yeah.
yeah.
Hey, Kwame, I look at it. Okay, in this day and age, it's fascinating to me because even what we're doing now, I couldn't do this when I was younger. I couldn't talk to a star basketball player. I mean, you know why you get a lot of respect?
I'm not a star. I'm a bust.
Man, okay. Man, yeah. You can tell that junk.
But
You doing
this the
that
thing about it. This the thing about it. You from the era where Charles Barkley threw a motherfucker through the window. So it don't matter. It don't matter about a superstar basketball player. It matter about us getting it back to common decent respect. You
right.
respect another man, and another man gonna give you respect. It done moved into a day and age where these Stephen A. ass niggas done came around to where it's funny and it's cute and it's clever to disrespect another man. It's witty to play with a grown ass man and disrespect him. Your granddaddy's generation, you played with a man and disrespect him like that, that's your ass.
Yeah.
Now we done got so many laws and rules to where too many men done became playful. You know damn well you don't play like that with no grown ass man. Period.
Yeah. Yeah.
They didn't play. That's one thing about it. Yeah,
Well,
they ain't want no playing like that.
I'm gonna go ahead and bow out, man. Salute to you too, man. I appreciate the conversation, man. Y'all have a good one, man.
Salute, bro.
Salute, salute.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, go ahead, 2 6, because I know damn well you ain't grew up in a generation where you was playing with men. I know you wasn't.
No, nah, we couldn't. Nah, we couldn't. Yeah. And because one thing, all the grandfather, man, I don't know why they was all heavy handed. And they hit with a heavy punch, and if they grabbed you and snatched you, it was on. So
You hit one of these kids nowadays, your ass going to jail.
oh yeah, definitely. Oh yeah, you sitting down. Yeah, I told you they changed the rules. They changed a lot of the rules and the things that happened. It's about to be a big change coming because, like I said, a lot of the boomers are about to be silent. They're gonna still have some of their property and stuff and be able to control their kids and family. You better still do this or do that. But once they pass away, it's about to be free fall. It's about to be beautiful in about 10 years or so. Watch how things change. It ain't no be all what they call it, liberal or stuff like that. Everybody, I could be a elephant and all. It's not gonna be that crazy. It's the things that they did before. They just trying to fix it to the extreme. I don't like what they tried to do during that Obama era on up. It was kind of messed up. But now them laws on the books, they're gonna have to figure out something because there ain't no punishment. That's why you got YNs cutting up. There's no punishment. They'll be on a warrant and go to jail and get right back out and do the same thing and terrorize us.
I don't think
I'm in the gated community, minding my business.
I disagree with you, bro. I don't think they changed the rules. I don't think they changed the rules. I think they changed that they stopped having babies with love. They having babies that take care of them and pay their rent. My mama loved me so much. She told me, I brought you in this world. I'll take you out of this world. Because before she allowed me to just run around here and be disrespectful and just to be whatever I thought I wanted to be, she'll show me otherwise. And my mama told me that if you think calling the police on me, doing anything like that is gonna stop me from parenting you, I go to jail. And as soon as I get out, you getting the hell out. So we stopped having babies with love because when you love a child, you give them the correction, and ain't nothing and no one can stop you from correcting what's yours because that's what's representing you, and you're not gonna allow something to represent you in the wrong way. So when you have a baby that take care of your household, you just manage that baby. You just manage that kid. It's just a check. And we don't want to be honest about that.
Yeah, that's a culture problem. But I see why they baby making machines, because they're giving them so much money and it's enough. And all they have to do is do hair on the side, get a boyfriend that got a little money that don't stay with them. Yeah, and they can survive and live a nice life with a no rent to low rent, for years. They're not kicking them off the program, put it like that. There's no punishment. That's why I said the problem was when we grew up, it was immediate punishment, and the threat was real. These parents can't threaten their child. What you gonna do? You gonna go to jail and you gonna lose your good job. They know the threat it's idle threats. My grandma and my daddy, they was not idle threats. I promise you that. They put you in timeout. They messed it up when they started that timeout stuff.
Okay, yeah, I understand that. I feel what you're saying. But I just wanna kick that old school knowledge. You sound like an old school nigga. We gotta kick that old school knowledge to these young heads and not give them no excuses. They gotta know that the results of what grandmama taught you, cause like I said, my mama taught me.
Hold on, you broke up.
Manny Williams giving out 22 months. They had to go serve time for what they did. So they ain't like they just hit somebody over the head.
Hold on, I think that's me because when you talking, it's doing that robot thing. Yeah, you might check when you come back. Okay.
Can you hear? Can
Okay,
you
there
hear
you
me?
go. Yeah, there you go. There you go. There you go.
I don't know what the hell going on. But yeah, I said, man, like I say, we don't give out that real guidance no more that get people to the right spot. We say things that make people feel better. But look, my goddamn my service finna go out, man, cause it's storming like a motherfucker where I'm at. So I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna end this live cause this thing's storming. But
Yeah, I catch y'all
salute to
next
you,
week.
bro.
Yeah, that's what's up, bro.
I'll get another live going. You come up, join the panel.
All right, roger that.
All right.